community outreach with a combined total of 1,422 assists. The Rockets and Tito's have helped to generate $14,220 already. Tito's handmade vodka, turning spirits into love and goodness. As we continue here on Rockets Countdown, brought to you by Corona. Time for tonight's money matchups. Those are brought to you by Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets, and the ultimate matchup for your money goals. Take a look back at what went down in last night's game for the Rockets on this side of the matchups. The work done by KJ Martin. KJ Martin, a high flyer, hitting half of his shots, 12 attempts, 6 makes, 11 defensive rebounds on a night where he helped the Rockets win the rebounding battle. On nights they do that, they're in very good shape. Also had a team best 13 boards overall to go along with his 17 points and was a plus 14. The starting forward from last night that's in tonight's lineup tonight for the San Antonio Spurs is Keita Bates-Diop. He had 11 points, 6 assists, which led the team in last night's game, and he also had a team-leading 3 steals. So those two players getting it done quite differently in last night's game, probably leaned on to do more of the same that each did bring to the table last night. Again, as part of our money matchups, we will revisit after the ball game to see how things went down. KJ Martin, a fantastic start to the month of March, averaging nearly 10 boards and 17 points per game. He talked about the effort up and down the lineup and the pace of the game that he'd like to see the Rockets continue, especially with the return of the tandem in the backcourt of KPJ and Jalen Green.
You know, it was good effort. I mean, we made the simple plays. Like, if somebody was ahead, kick the ball up, find out the defense. Guys shot open shots. I don't think guys were thinking too much like usual. So, you know, it was fun today. I feel like every game I try to go in. KPJ and Scoot, KPJ and Jalen, I know they're our main scorers. So I was trying to go in, play quick actions with them, try to get them downhill and stuff like that. Then me and Jabari, you know what I'm saying, we'll get open shot, open drives after that.
Had a lot of those open shots last night. Jabari Smith made 5 of his 7 shots, scored 12 points in just 26 and a half minutes, almost all of that, 10 of them, coming after halftime. And, of course, a big push given to the Rockets both in the second quarter and then throughout the remainder of the game by the bench. The only player on the bench to play more than 20 minutes was Tari Eason, a near season best, 31 minutes of action, and did lead the team with 20 points. It tied his career best night. It was really an all-around effort. 2 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists, 0 turnovers. Also played above the rim among the things he talked about after the game.
You know, we just, played together. The ball has energy. So, you find an open man, they pass to the next open man, and, we just knock down open shots. I think the bench did a really good job stepping up, and we just got to continue to build. Anytime me, KJ, really a lot of us, are out in transition, we're trying to make a big play, Showtime, as you've seen, Josh tonight with the big dunk. So, and anytime KJ's, anywhere near the rim. So, those are just momentum plays. Everybody's had comments, that I've seen, throughout the season about me not dunking the ball and, this, that, and the third, I never responded to any of it, but I definitely saw it, and I've used it as fuel for sure.
He responded to it the right way with his 40th dunk of the season in his 63rd game of the season. He's seen action in all 63 games. Tonight we'll make it 64 for 64 for Tari Eason, one of their very important rookies this season. Next up on Rockets Countdown, brought to you by Corona, the voice of the Houston Rockets. Matt Thomas has his conversation with Rockets head coach Stephen Silas. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Looking for a little Vegas-style fun? Whether you're going with a group or a romantic trip for 2, take a short 2-hour drive to Golden Nugget Lake Charles for the ultimate casino resort experience. Savor your favorite Landry's restaurants, catch an A-list concert, or check out the all-new DraftKings Sportsbook, the largest in Louisiana. Golden Nugget Lake Charles offers endless entertainment for everyone. Visit goldennugget.com/Lake Charles to book your getaway today. Gambling problem? Please call 877-770-STOP.
When I'm looking to get in on some action,
DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Hi, I'm Tito Beverage, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. When I got into this business, I used to make flavored vodka infusions for my friends as gifts. When I started to make a go of it, the owner of a local liquor store showed me the dust on some flavored vodka bottles that sat on the shelves. He said, if you can make a straight vodka so smooth that you could drink it just by itself, then you'd really have something. So I did. And now all these years later, we still only make one flavor, vodka flavored vodka. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
We're in the Coach's Corner, presented to you by Toyota. Let's Go Places. Matt Thomas with Steven Salas as we see the Spurs for the second consecutive night. Last night was interesting. It was a dunk fest, it felt like, in the first half, but the three ball was actually what gave you over the hump a little bit.
Yeah, it was making the three and defending the three. We obviously got out in transition, which was great, and got a bunch of dunks. It seemed like they came in bunches. We'd get like three in a row in transition. But, making the threes is always good for our team. But the big part was them making 11 in the first half and only 5 in the second half, or 4, whatever it was. Cutting those down really helped us, because then when we get those stops, we get those rebounds, we can run off those and play to our strengths.
So many guys helping out with that three ball, including your secret weapon, Usman Garuba, who is now plus 50% from three-point range this year.
I'm a believer. I'm starting to be a believer. We're spacing him in the corners. I feel comfortable with him shooting the corner three, and he works on it constantly. So, if he's going to make them like that, he should be able to shoot them. But it was the ball movement last night. We had a bunch of assists and extra passes and getting the ball to the roller and kicking it to the corner. A lot of good stuff that we have to do. Same thing tonight.
And a nice bounce-back game for offensively for Jabbar. We had just talked about the fact that we wanted to get him a night where he could make a few baskets and regain some of that confidence.
Yeah, we did say that. Him seeing the ball go through the hoop helps him as a young kid, and hopefully tonight we'll see it go through again.
All right, the Spurs, we talked about this yesterday in San Antonio. You're seeing one team and then maybe seeing a different team, although they're wearing the same uniform. It's a little bit of that, as they have sat out some players we weren't expecting and are going to have a few back. So how much do you say, remember what you did last night, do it again, or do you really show them some different things on the film?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it last night was, regardless of who they have on the floor, it's about us, and it's the same thing tonight. It should be about us and us doing the right things as far as defensively being intense, being on the game plan, rebounding the ball, pushing the ball up the floor, and getting the ball moving on the offensive end. Obviously, Keldon Johnson is a really good player, and he's playing tonight. And now with Trey Jones out tonight, Graham is going to be handling the ball a little bit more, and that leads to more three-point shots for him, and he can get hot, as we saw in the first half. He had 20 last night in the first half, so he can get hot. It is different. Vassell with his shooting ability, there's another shooter on the floor that they didn't have last night. So there are some differences, but again, it's about us tonight, and if we do the right things, we should have a good outcome.
You mentioned Graham. Felt like he didn't miss a thing in the first half, but was it contained in the second half for you guys?
Yeah. I mean, we were losing track of him. He was the one guy that we knew that could really hurt us with a three-point shot, and he did. But we made the adjustment, and that's, part of the game. When a guy is going, we have to be more attentive to him, take him off the line, make him play inside the line, and we did that in the second half.
All right, getting ready again for the Rockets and the Spurs, part 2, straight ahead as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jim.
Participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary. Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. The code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery.
Line was reliable, and now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G, fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here on Rockets Countdown, brought to you by Corona. Look at the NBA scoreboard from this afternoon. A good one between the Suns and the Mavs in Dallas. The Suns go in and get the 130-126 victory, 30-plus for both Kevin Durant and Devin Booker of the victorious Suns. Durant with 36, Booker with 36, Durant with 37. Same for Irving and Doncic, 30 for Kyrie, 34 for Luka, but he missed a layup with under 8 seconds remaining, and the Mavs down 3. Ultimately, they had to foul after that and lost by 4 to Phoenix. A tie game at 122 between the Bulls and Pacers down the stretch. Tyrese Halliburton of the Pacers hit a 3 with just under 3 seconds remaining to give the Pacers that 3-point win, 125-122, despite a 42-point game from Zach LaVine. The Warriors were on the road today in L.A., got Steph Curry back, but did not win. 113-105, the win for the Lakers. No LeBron, and another victory. Anthony Davis with 39 points for the victorious Lakers. They're now 31-34 on the season. They're in the third quarter in Brooklyn between the Nets and the Hornets. And the Brooklyn Nets have a 26-point lead, 58-32. 4.5 minutes until they hit the half. 5 minutes till they hit the half in Orlando. The Magic have a 1-point lead over the Blazers, and the game is yet to tip off tonight. Utah and OKC will do so as we do in just a few minutes. Half an hour later, Knicks are at Boston. Milwaukee is at Washington. And then later on tonight, the Memphis Grizzlies, who will play without Ja Morant, more on that at the half, are at the LA Clippers. Budweiser celebrates those who plan ahead for safe rides. Enjoy responsibly. Drink wiser from your friends at Silver Eagle Distributors Houston. When we come back, a look back at last night's victory, and of course then all the play-by-play action from tonight. This is Rockets Countdown, brought to you by Corona.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Do you love vodka or gin? Then I have something new and exceptional to tell you about. Gentle Ben Spirits. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Ben vodka and gin are truly different. Gentle Ben uses Persato's state-of-the-art craft technology to purify and enhance the taste of their vodka and gin. Gentle Ben spirits are made right here in Texas. Try Gentle Ben vodka or gin in your next cocktail. You'll taste the smooth difference just like I did. You can find Gentle Ben vodka or gin at Total Wine or Specs. If they don't carry it, ask them to. GentleBen.com. Gentle Ben, the union of tradition and invention.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
The Houston Rockets snapped their long losing streak last night in San Antonio in a game where offense was never an issue for Houston.
Porter Sutter steps, then brings it back with a right-hand dribble, turns left, then a crossover, still on the baseline. A contested three is coming up, and that is good on a sideward angle there. He launched that from a little bit behind the backboard. It goes, and it's 14-10 Houston. Here's Porter with an alley-oop to Martin. He's going to flush it down, and the Rocket fans that are here in the Animal City enjoy that. Great start for Houston. They have made 7 of 9, and the Rockets' lead is a game-high 6. Şengün between the circles, hands it off to Jalen Green, gets a screen again from Alpi. Jalen's got a baseline left. He'll try a 17-footer and hit it. Here is Josh Christopher, three-point line right against Champagny. At the top of the key, he's going to try a long contested 2 and hit. My goodness. 7 in the quarter for Josh Christopher. 32-29 Spurs.
A tight game stayed that way in the second quarter as the Rockets tried to tear the rims off.
That's a block for Tyrese, and in front to Josh behind the back, and a left-hand hammer to KJ Martin. That's how you call a Rockets fast break right there. My goodness. This is Kevin Porter Jr. back on the court. Two-hand pass out right side. Here goes Kenyon Martin with a left hand. The rope. Josh Christopher back behind him. Down the lane goes Eason with the right-hand finish. There have been some emphatic dunks here in this first half of play on the Rockets side. Baseline left, Tari Eason's going to launch a three, and he nails it in front of his teammates. That, my friends, gives the Rockets a 49-48 lead. The third three-pointer in 10 tries for Houston. Sohan then lost it again as Şengün got a steal into the hands of Green and a big windmill slam. People in San Antonio didn't realize there was a dunk competition going on, and all the rewards belong to the Rockets. Baseline left, here is Martin for 2 more points and a big two-hand flush. 11 straight for the Rockets. They were down 62-57 and have scored 11 consecutive points.
A fantastic start to the third quarter finally had the Rockets starting to pull away from the Spurs, and they never trailed again.
Penetrates the lane, kicks it out left side. Baseline left, this is Jabari for 3, and he nails it. Good to see Jabari knocking down the triple there. Şengün to the top of the arc, to the lane, lost the basketball. Nearly stolen Collins, but it finds the hands of KPJ, and it's up and in. Actually, Jabari Smith grabbed that one. He's got a layup. It's a 22-4 run and a timeout call. Smith, back to Green, back to Smith, and he'll jam it down for 2. Nice 2-on-1 fast break for the Rockets there. Green, three-point line right. Straight away, Şengün wants a 3-ball, and it's nothing but nylon. And the Rockets, for the second time in this game, have a 10-point lead. 88-78. To a cutter. This is Eason on the right baseline, and he knocks it down with a two-hand flush. Boban is still out there launching. Knicks a 3-ball. That's off right. Offensive rebound to Boban. Throws it up in the left hand and puts it in for 2. In front, Eason. Down to Christopher. Layup on the left side. He's got it at 1. And a foul on San Antonio. Rebound to Eason. Eason giving it back to JC, and he's going to jam it down with 2 hands. Goodness gracious. Porter, top of the key. Free throw line. Kicks it out baseline left. Garuba for 3, and he hits it. It's his 3rd long ball of the game, and the lead is a game-high 17. The Rockets shoot 56% from the floor and earn a much-needed Rockets win.
A 12-point win over San Antonio, their first in 3 meetings, and now a chance to even this season's series. Tonight, it's the Rockets and the Spurs again, and all the action is next.
it's Coach Silas.
Here come the Rockets.
This is Jabari Smith.
Reverse layup and one.
This is Alfred Schenker.
Beautiful move.
Jay Sean Tate. Hey, it's Tori Easton. This is Boba. This is Kevin Porter Jr. Hey, it's Jalen Green.
Rockets Radio. Houston Rockets basketball is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Rockets Radio. And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network. Rockets Radio. Launch control, this is Houston. Red Nation. Get ready for liftoff. And the crowd is on their feet. We go for launch. Here come the Rockets. Now, the voices of your Houston Rockets. Matt Thomas and Adam Wexler.
As we get set to bring you all the action and set you up for all of that here from Toyota Center between the Rockets and the Spurs, we will pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Rockets Radio Network.
KBNE Houston, an iHeartRadio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Time to ring in the voice of Houston Rockets basketball. That is Matt Thomas. As the Rockets and Spurs get together for the second night in a row, fourth time this season. Rockets winning last night by 12 and playing, Matt, one of their finest offensive basketball games of the season.
Yeah, shot 56% from the floor. They were just 8 of 23 from three, but there were two numbers that were highly impressive. One, especially in the first half, Wex, they outscored them in the points in the paint 74-36. That's astonishing how you 2 for 1 on that. But the amount of fast break points the Rockets had, 30. Very few times. And yeah, I think you're scrolling the numbers right now to try to figure it out if the Rockets have had 30 points in fast break so far this season.
Yeah, the number that I was looking at most of the night last night was that points in the paint. They were about to eclipse it before things slowed down late because they had such a large lead. But a 30-point night on the break was the first of the season, and a balanced effort, which is what they got even with KPJ and Jalen Green now back together again. Really, all across the board, everybody had a good night.
Everybody had a good night. We get to our Toyota keys of victory. First and foremost, don't think you're playing the same San Antonio team. They are beset by, I could say injuries, but I could also probably be more politically correct and say beset by rest. So we'll run through some of the new players that you'll see tonight. And the two guys that didn't play last night will be big contributors for San Antonio, I believe. Keldon Johnson averages 22 points a game. Devin Vassell, 19. They're upgrading despite some guys being gone. Secondly, the Rockets have done a really good job of not allowing teams to get explosive quarters, especially against San Antonio. That was one of the issues. So don't have a big outburst where you watch the Rockets give up 14, 16 points and drop a quarter by, say, 10 or 11 points like they've done in some of their losses. And then lastly, again, the turnover count has dropped a little bit. Still worse in the association, but they're taking better care of the basketball. One of the guys doing that has one turnover in his last couple of games, and that's Jalen Green. So continued great ball handling is also a key for victory this evening. 5
straight games for the Rockets with 14 or fewer turnovers, just as MT said. Basketball from Toyota Center here this Sunday evening is next. Rockets and Spurs get you set for that momentarily. This is Rockets Countdown, brought to you by Corona.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55. You pick the seats, you pick your games. The more games you pick, the more rewards you unlock, including team shop savings, food and beverage credits, and exclusive membership events. It's time to flex your fandom with a Rockets Flex Plan. Purchase today at Rockets.com.
The Houston Rockets are looking to bring a championship back to Texas. AT&T Sportsnet has all the exclusive coverage you need. From pregame to postgame, watch every game, every shot, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets. Available on DirecTV, Uverse, and Xfinity.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Tonight from the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Texas, it's time for NBA basketball featuring your Houston Rockets as they welcome the San Antonio Spurs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Thomas. To my right, it's Adam Wexler. Our on-site engineer, David Obert. Our network producer back at our flagship station, Sports Talk 790, is Josh C. And on stats, it's Stanky, Pete Unger. Time now for the starting lineups. First, for the visiting San Antonio Spurs, their record is 16-48. They are 6-26 on the road this year. On the guard line, Devin Vassell, third-year player out of Florida State. He missed last night with left knee injury management. He is playing tonight. He'll be one of the guards. The other guard who also missed last night with a low back contusion is Malachi Branham. He is a rookie out of Ohio State. Branham, by the way, was the 20th pick in this past NBA draft. On the front line, Keldon Johnson, left foot sprain. He missed last night, playing tonight, 6'5", will play the small forward position. At the big forward spot, it's Keita Bates-Diop. He is in his fifth year out of Ohio State at 6'8". And Charles Bassey, who played really well as a backup center last night, is going to start tonight at 6'11" out of Western Kentucky through Nigeria in his second season. The head coach is Greg Popovich, 1,360 wins, 749 losses in his 27th year as the lead man in San Antonio. For your Houston Rockets, on the guard line, Kevin Porter Jr. is going to start again tonight at 6'6", fourth-year player out of USC, alongside Jalen Green, the second-year player out of Fresno, who also stands 6'6". The small forward is KJ Martin, 6'7", third-year player of the IMG Academy. The power forward is Jabari Smith, the 6'11" rookie out of Auburn. And at the center, Alperen Şengün also stands 6'11", and he is second-year player out of Turkey. So again, for your Rockets, it's Porter, Green, Martin, Şengün, and Smith. For head coach Stephen Silas at 51 and 166 in his third NBA season. Our officials tonight, as assigned by the National Basketball Association, our crew chief is Carl Lane. He's assisted by Ashley Moyer-Gleach and Andy Nagy. Lane, Moyer-Gleach, and Nagy. The Memorial Hermann injury report. For the San Antonio Spurs, Kem Birch is out with a right knee ailment. Zach Collins, left ankle soreness. Trey Jones out with left foot injury management. Romeo Langford, left adductor soreness. Doug McDermott, right thumb sprain. And Jeremy Sohan, their first-round pick out of Baylor, is out with right knee soreness. Did they get sore, Wexy, on the flight to Houston, or did he get sore during the game yesterday?
I think he was sore both mentally and physically after the game. A tough loss for the Spurs.
Yeah, and for the Rockets, clean bill of health here, so that's nice. Memorial Hermann advancing health and personalizing care.
Getting Jay-Sean Tate and Ty Washington back to the available list tonight.
Right. Jay-Sean did not play last night. He is doing the injury management, and I kind of get that with guys that are going through long stints. And frankly, one of the guys playing tonight that I was surprised that is playing is Kevin Porter Jr., who kind of bumped his toe in the Memphis game, comes back and plays in San Antonio, and is starting again tonight.
Had some problems with it again, as you mentioned, had his shoe off early in the game to kind of alleviate some of the issue there, but he said, and coaches said, will likely be an issue the rest of the way.
All right. Let's get to what happened last night, besides what Wex did in the highlights, 122-110. We mentioned the points in the paint were owned by the Rockets, fast break as well. San Antonio did one thing right. They had 15 of 37 from three. They have 45 three-pointers in the three games between the two teams. The Rockets have 23. But last night, except for what Devontae Graham did, it really didn't make that big of a difference because the Rockets, every time they would go to the lane, were scoring points or at least getting free throw attempts out of it.
The rest of the team was 8 of 25, 32% from downtown. It was just a Devontae Graham problem. And as you noted with Coach Silas in your pregame interview, most of his work was done. Most of his damage was done in that first half. But with the Rockets playing so well offensively, they nearly set a season high themselves in points in the first half and sat there on 70 one shy of their season best. That did carry over into the second half, much better defensively. So their 52-point second half led them to victory number 14 on the season.
All right, Rockets tonight. We'll see a San Antonio team that does again have two of their best players, frankly, their two best, Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell on the floor. They're going to go with the black uniforms trimmed in silver. What did you think about those uniforms last night they wore?
I had to bring the kids in to look at the screen to say, this is hard to watch. Bright whites from the Rockets. Every color that has nothing to do with San Antonio's color scheme was either on the court or on their backs.
I was so proud of myself last night, Lex, because I told my engineer at San Antonio, I felt like I was doing either a Pelicans or a Grizzlies game, and I didn't mention the word New Orleans or Memphis once. I was very happy with myself, but I did have to look down a couple times to make sure I was doing a San Antonio team that has used black and silver and white as their primary uniform.
And these are the ones that feature the SATX across their chest tonight.
I've never seen these before.
Yep, statement edition.
All right, I got a statement. Jabari Smith, the jump circle, and it will be thrown up here momentarily. Charles Bassey at the jump circle as well. The game announcer is stretching this out big time. There it is. The jump is up, and it's Rockets will defend here. San Antonio goes from right to left in this first half of play. Keldon Johnson's got the basketball inside the arc. Hands it off baseline left, double pump. We got an and one coming up. Basket is good for San Antonio's Malachi Branham. And just like that, opposite of what they saw last night, they went to the paint, obviously. And this time contact came against Jalen Green. Branham with a right-handed layup on the left side of the floor. He's got an and one.
Yeah, three guys obviously were not in the ball game last night. Branham, the rookie, and then the only two guys on the team that score better than 13 points a game. Vassell at 19, Johnson at 22 will be huge factors tonight.
So Branham hits the free throw, 3-0 in favor of San Antonio. Rockets run left to right here in this first quarter of play. Scoot's got it left side angle over two. Alperen Şengün down the lane, he floats it up at the dotted circle. Shot around the rim, couple of times tapped around, lost, fight for it, and won by Alperen Şengün on the baseline. Guarded tightly that time by Bassey. Here's Scoot on the right side of the floor, chased by Bates. Diop throws another shot up, but it's a miss. Only hit glass only. Took two shots, two misses here for the Rockets. Here comes San Antonio. Across the timeline comes Keldon Johnson. Johnson's got it. Bounce pass, floater from 10 feet on the way up and in. This is a guy in Charles Bassey who had a stretch where he had 5 straight baskets for San Antonio last night. 5-0 San Antonio. Green between the circles. Left side, Johnson guards him at the free throw line. Here goes Green. Turns right, spins left, throws it in backcourt. That's going to be a turnover. And the Rockets are a sluggish 110 in the books here so far.
Yeah, Johnson obviously brings this team a lot of scoring. He only averages 2.8 assists per game, but it's been driving dish on both offensive possessions so far. He's got 2 assists on their 2 baskets, and with Jabari letting that ball go, Spurs have it deep to inbound.
It's Diop. Hands it off to Branham between the circles. Left side to Bassey, who is primarily inside the arc. In fact, he shoots at a great percentage. Straight away. Bates Diop doesn't take the 3. Out right side. Johnson, bounce pass down the lane. This is going to be Bassey. Used the left-handed scores, and Charles Bassey is picking up where he left off last night. Bassey last night had 14 points and 8 rebounds, and it's all San Antonio here early on at 7-0. Green, 3-point line right. Bounce pass to Şengün, gets by 3 defenders and jams it down with 2 hands. And the Rockets are finally on the scoreboard. 10-10 remaining in straight away. At the top of the key, the free throw line. Out right side, Bates Diop. Up fakes a 3. Gets the screen from Bassey. Kicks it around out straight away. This is a 3-point try for Devin Vassell. It's off the rim. Rebound picked up here by Green. Down the lane, finger roll layup. Underhanded toss. Hits the back of the rim and drops for 2. And it's 10-6 now in favor of the Spurs. Johnson left side angle to the baseline. Same kind of shot that was made earlier. And a foul this time comes up as it's missed. Side out. They're going to call non-shooting fouls, says Carl Lane. Yeah, no shooting foul. The foul is going to be called on Jabari Smith Jr. So it will be San Antonio basketball. These numbers are not easy to read, to be honest with you. It'll be Vassell on the inbound. Right side over to Keldon Johnson. Gets around a Bassey's screen at the right elbow. Pulls up from 16 feet. That's off the back rim. Ball tapped up by Bassey, but a secure two-handed style by Alperin Şengün. Left side, here's Jalen Green. Straight away to his right for Alpe. Out right corner for Scoot. Fakes the three. Gives it back to Alpe. Inside the paint. Bump once. Bump twice. Bump three times. Throws it with the right hand. Misses it off the back heel. It's out of bounds. The possession goes to San Antonio. Rockets have had some looks here. They are 3 of 6. San Antonio 4 of 6 in the first 2:15 off the clock. 3:15 off the clock. Johnson left side angle. Goes on trail to Bassey. Shot attempt from 8 feet is missed. Rebound picked up by Jabari Smith. Out right side to Scoot. Scoot's got it straight away. Quick pass inside to Şengün. Pump fakes once, pump fakes twice, and scores. Scoot's pass was on a bullet, and it was beautifully done. That's an 8-3 Houston run. 10-8 to score. 8:20 remaining in the first quarter of play. Straight away, three-pointer for Keita Bates-Diop off a pass from Branham is missed. Here come the Rockets. Left side, here's Kenyon Martin Jr. down the lane. A finger roll with the right hand is missed. Ball is loose and finally picked up by Keldon Johnson. Out left hand side. Here is Vassell on a Euro step move. Underneath handoff. That's a layup in for Keita Bates-Diop. Keita Bates-Diop, part-time starter for them, averaging 8 points. He had 11 last night to go along with 6 dimes and 3 steals. 12-8 Spurs, 7:49 remaining in the first. Şengün right at the top of the key. Almost had his pocket picked by Bates-Diop. Again, we mentioned those 3 steals a moment ago. Behind him to Green. Green right in front of the arc. Gets a screen from Şengün. Right elbow to the baseline with the left hand. On the way and in from the right side. Use that left hand to put it in for a deuce. And the score now is 12-10 Spurs. 7:27 remaining in the first quarter of play. Vassell gets a screen from Bassey. Free throw jumper from 16 off the heel. A rebound to Kenyon Martin. Kenyon had a great game last night, including grabbing 13 rebounds to go along with his 14 points. Baseline left. Green into Şengün at the left elbow. Behind him to Martin and to his right for Kevin Porter Jr. Shot clock is 9. Spurs going zone. Porter to the lane, kick out left side. This is a baseline triple on the way. Front iron miss for Jalen Green. Weak side rebound to Porter. Down in front to Martin. He'll jam it down with 2 hands. Second chance points becoming a good part of the Houston offense here. 12-5 the Rocket run. Here's Keldon Johnson, left side with the right hand off the window and in. They are not afraid to attack that left side of the lane. Basket makes it 14-12 in favor of San Antonio. 5 assists so far for them compared to 3 for Houston. Porter hands it off behind him to Green. Green left side angle. Met there by Branham. Left-hand dribble drive, then turns to the right, went for a dunk and missed it. And he looked like for a moment he hyperextended his leg, but he gets right back up, thankfully. And we'll get free throws with Rockets when we return. Will come from the hands of Jalen Green. 6:26 remaining in the first quarter. Charles Bassey earns the whistle for San Antonio. Spurs are up 2 at 14-12. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
Oops Steam Cleaning will come out, clean your carpets. They'll show up when they're supposed to. They'll do a fantastic job, and you'll be glad they did. Whether it's the kids running in and out, tracking dirt, whether it's the dogs peeing or leaving hair everywhere, the cat, whatever. There are all sorts of reasons you need to call them, but there's one place to call Oops Steam Cleaning. They can handle your home or your office, your air ducts as well, your carpets, your natural stone, Oriental rugs, upholstery. 281-822-0561.
Time for your Live Nation concert calendar update. House of Blues Houston, July 14th, Ace Frehley. Coming to Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, June 3rd, Janet Jackson. Minute Maid Park, May 25th, Red Hot Chili Peppers. September 27th, Pink. September 28th, Guns N' Roses. Smart Financial Center at Sugarland, June 18th, Brian Adams. More details at livenation.com.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
you stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Making a ladies' night out presented by AT&T. When the Rockets take on the Brooklyn Nets this Tuesday, get a ticket to the game, a charcuterie box, and a glass of wine or water for just $29 as the Rockets celebrate International Women's Day. Secure your tickets tonight at rockets.com. It's the Spurs 14-12 lead with 6:26 to go in the first quarter. Spurs led 10-2, and the Rockets then outscored them 10-2 to tie the game at 12. All 12 of the Rockets' points have come in the paint, have attempted only one three-pointer. That was the Jalen Green corner three from across the Rockets bench. Of course, there was an offensive rebound by KPJ, and that led to the KJ Martin dunk. Points in the paint against the Spurs, 74 of them last night, and 12 more already early here tonight.
Jalen at the line hits the first of his free throws, 79% for him on the year. Averaging 16 points in his last two games. 4 assists, just 1 turnover. Had 12 last night on 6 of 13 shooting. Did not make a three-pointer in his 2 tries, but he hits the second free throw there. Green's got 6, and we're tied at 14 with 6:22 remaining in the first quarter of play. Branham straight away to Bassey. Adds it back to Branham. Right side, Keldon Johnson with the basketball. Left-hand dribble. Out right side. Launching Devontae Graham, who's checked in for San Antonio. He was a big three-point shooter in the first half. Baseline jumper comes up. That's a miss for Bassey. Actually, that went down. It goes in for Bassey. And the basket makes it a 8-point quarter for him. It's 16-14 with 5:55 remaining. Bassey, 2 straight really good starts here for the Spurs against the Rockets. Here's Green against Branham. Right-hand dribble drive out right side to Kenyon. To his left for Scoot. Scoot going to have it with 3 to shoot. Launch the three-pointer. That is up and that is in. Three-pointer for Kevin Porter Jr. shoots 35% from distance. And the Rockets have their first lead at 17-16 with 5:30 remaining. Free throw jumper right elbow is missed by Malachi Branham. And here comes the Rockets with a 1-point advantage. Jabari left side of the floor. Back behind him to Jabari. Top to Şengün. Şengün at the top of the key. Behind him to Scoot. Scoot gets a double screen from Alpi. Kicks it out right side. Here's Martin for 3. That's up and in. Back-to-back threes for the Rockets. Their lead has grown to 4 at 20-16. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. Branham lobs it up to Graham. Graham is fouled as he launched a shot attempt. They're going to say before the shot attempt came to contact. Let me tell you about Devontae Graham yesterday. 28 points. He had taken 15 shots. 12 of them were threes. He made 7 of them and finished with a total of 28. He only averages on the year between here and New Orleans 7 points a game, but he's up to 16 almost with San Antonio.
First time this season he's made 7 threes in a game.
Graham out left side. To his right, I should say, to Keldon Johnson. Johnson ump fakes once, goes up with the right hand with the left side of the floor, and is up and in for a basket. 57% so far for the Spurs. They're shooting 4 points and already 4 dimes for Keldon Johnson at 20-18 Houston. Left to right around the arc. Here is Green. Pulls up from 16. Strong. Rebound secured by Johnson. Johnson comes across the timeline. Hands it off to Grant. Pump fakes on a 3. Won't take the shot. Left side. Now gives it back to Johnson. Down the lane he goes. Pump fake behind the back pass. Bassey couldn't hold on to it. It's a steal for Alpi. Şengün's going to bring it across the timeline with a right-hand dribble. Down the lane. Gets tied up. That should be a held ball, and it will be. I like the fact that he can dribble as well as he can and go the length of the floor, but there was probably a couple of guys on the trail, notably Jabari Smith, that Alpi could have thrown the ball to.
His big mistake was where he brought the basketball because he had held off Johnson with his left shoulder the whole way, but then he swung the ball right into Johnson, and he grabbed it.
All right, on the floor here, you've got Şengün and Keldon Johnson at the jump circle. Sandro Mamukalishvili is If I call him Mamu, Wex, is that all right with you?
I think so.
Okay, top of the key, out left side. There's a pass. Wesley, give it to the baseline. Up and under layup attempt is missed. And it's a 22-18 game, and the missed layup results in a Rocket rebound. Here's Smith down the lane, a floater with the left hand, 5-footer no. Follow-up dunk for Jay-Sean Tate is missed as well. And back comes San Antonio. Keldon Johnson down the lane on the trail to Mamu. Who goes up? He missed the shot. Rebound to Şengün. Outlet pass to Eason. Out left side, give and go. Back to Eason, and he got it up. A great pass from Jabari Smith. Quick pass, the extra one, and Greg Popovich wants a timeout. Beautiful assist. The Rockets have 6 times off of their 10 made field goals. Eason with the finish, coming off a tying of a career high of 20. Right now, the Rockets lead a 6 at 24-18. 3:17 remaining in the first quarter of play. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for
And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Sign up your kid for the Rockets Kids Club, a great way for your kid to see the Rockets play this season at the Toyota Center. For just $50, your child will receive 2 tickets to an upcoming Rockets home game, a Rockets backpack, a hat, socks, a dry fit t-shirt, access to the exclusive member events, and more. Sign up for the Rockets Kids Club tonight at Rockets.com. It's a 24-18 Rockets lead. They've outscored the Spurs 22-8 after falling behind by 8. Matt, they're right back where they were last night when they set a season high, shooting 56.3% from the floor. They're 10 of 18 so far tonight, right at 56%.
16 points in the paint. They also have a 10-4 rebounding advantage. Dom Barlow in at one backup center spot is on the floor as well. We mentioned Wesley. That's Blake Wesley, 25th pick in the draft for them. So they've got a bunch of young players getting valuable time. There's going to be a reach-in foul on Tari Eason as a pass went to the mid-block for Keldon Johnson. Devontae Graham's going to inbound the basketball. His coach is to his left. 1,360 wins for Greg Popovich in 27 years. Wesley, three-point line right. Straight away, Mamu's going to launch a three. Comes off the front rim. It's a miss. Rebound the free throw line for Jay-Sean Tate. Tate on the trail. Behind him to Jalen Green. Green bounce pass inside, and Mamu's going to get called for a foul. Sandro Mamukelashvili, cup of coffee this year with Milwaukee, recently just signed to the San Antonio Spurs roster. They also had Julian Champagnie signed just this past week as well. He came in the floor last night and had a pair of three-pointers. I don't know if he'll play tonight, but he had a couple of impactful long-range shots an evening ago. And there is, speaking of an impactful three-point shot, there's one for Jalen Green, who has a double-digit first quarter. He's got 11, and the Rocket lead is 9. Wesley straight away, 7 straight for the Rockets, by the way. Blake Wesley down the lane against Jabari, throws it out the window, missed the shot. Mamu's got the rebound. Out left-hand side, Kelvin Johnson at his pocket pick. That's his steal. Guess who? The rookie leader in steals. Tari Eason linked to the floor with the right hand. He'll score. Doing it on both ends of the floor as the Rockets have their first double-digit lead of the game at 29-18. Straight away, deep three, Devontae Graham. Off the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
Spurs started this game hitting each of their first 4 shots. They're only 4 of 15 since, and the Rockets have outscored them 29-8 since falling behind early and are just playing the same kind of offensive basketball they left San Antonio with.
Devin Vassell has returned for San Antonio. Scoot is back in for Houston, and for the first time, it's Usman Garuba. Garuba would be the answer to the what question?
Best three-point shooter in the NBA with at least 35 attempts.
54% from distance so far this year. Porter, three-point line right. Met there by Graham. He'll turn left. He'll spin right. He'll now face up against Graham. Screen set by Garuba. Right elbow. Quick pass into Tari. Pump fakes once, twice. That's going to be a layup on the way and good. Jay-Sean Tate with the layup. That's Jay-Sean with the deuce, who didn't play last night. Rockets comfortably in front, 31-18. Here's Blake Wesley. Out here, right-hand side of the floor to Vassell. Vassell one-on-one against Garuba. Cross-court pass out to Graham. Takes one step to his right, launches a three. That one comes off front rim. Ball tipped up a couple times into the hands of a San Antonio player in Vassell, and he's fouled. That was just an unlucky bounce for the Rockets that time as they both 2 different players crashed the boards.
Bounced off Garuba's face and then off the backboard right into the hands of a Spurs player who easily was able to corral it and go right back up with it. Barlow got hammered by Garuba on his way to the basket.
So it'll be up to Don Barlow. Limited playing time. Did not score last night for the Spurs. He missed the free throw there. Just a guy that, again, doesn't play a whole lot when they're fully healthy, but they have missed. How deep is that injury report tonight?
There were 6 players on it tonight.
Lordy. How many of them can't walk?
They're all struggling these days, late in the season.
Free throw 2 for Barlow is up and in, 31-19. Martin, Porter, Eason, Garuba, Tate for the Rockets. Graham, Wesley, Barlow, Mamu, and Vassell on the floor for San Antonio. As Jay-Sean Tate looks for back-to-back baskets, he go up, and he is fouled. And he ran into the cameraman. And how polite is Jay-Sean Tate? He tapped the knee of the cameraman he ran into.
Tapping up Daryl George, doing a fine job underneath the basket near the Rockets bench. Jay-Sean Tate, super active since he checked in. He spent most of the first 6-7 minutes of the game on the sidelines on the Rockets bike back behind their bench, and immediately as it come in. And the reason why he scored his first basket was a great pass by Porter, but it was because he had activity to the basket. A back cut behind the defense got him to the rim, and Porter found him.
Tate makes the first of his 2 free throws. Rockets have made all 4 of theirs, as it's a 33-19 lead, a 14-point advantage here. San Antonio last made a field goal at 4:56. They're looking at about 3:40 off the clock. Namashvili, pass out right side, stolen by Kevin Porter Jr. Bounce pass to the front into Eason, and he missed the dunk.
Now, here's what happened there. They are going to count it because it went through and cleared the net just barely and then popped back through.
All right. I like it.
It was hit by a Spur, which is why it popped back through, which is why they counted the basket.
So we'll give Eason a basket on that. He's got 5 points here in the quarter, make it 6, and it's 35-19. Vassell, three-point line right, met there by Garuba. Launching a 3, it is up, and that's good for Vassell, who shoots 40% from 3. That's the one guy that can get things lighted up here for the offense of San Antonio. He averages 19 points a game. 47 seconds remaining in the quarter. Scoot's got 2 feet across midcourt and the ball in his midsection. Garuba sets his screen. Now Scoot's got it. Straight away, he's open. Launching a 3 and hitting that three-pointer. Got just enough separation from his defender to knock it down on a hot shooting night for the Rockets. They are 4 of 5 from 3 in the quarter. 38-22. The cell between the circles. Left side angle. Shot clock at 13. Now at 12 with the game clock at 22. The sell out midcourt. Dribble drive against Garuba. Floats up a shot attempt. Back heel miss. Tap up is up, and then that's going to be a basket for Don Barlow. So the offensive rebound makes it 38-24. Down the lane, kick out, Tate, baseline left. This is Eason. Lost. Graham down to 1 second. Going to launch a three to end the quarter, and it's an air ball. That'll end the quarter, but the Rockets shoot 63%. They'll do so on 15 of 24. The Spurs are 10 of 23 at 44%. The Rockets, impressive 4 of 5 from distance and lead 38-24 after 12. Second quarter action is next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT. PUCT number 10007.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own Karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Adam Wexler here, and it's time for the Memorial Hermann Health Tip. It's brought to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care. Don't put off important health screenings. Colon cancer is one of the easiest cancers to cure if caught early. The American Cancer Society now recommends you start screening for colon cancer at age 45 or even earlier if you have a family history or symptoms. A colonoscopy is the gold standard in colon cancer screening. If you're 45 or older, schedule your screening today. To find a doctor, visit memorialhermann.org/colonoscopy. Memorial Hermann, advancing health and personalizing care. A great offensive first quarter for the Rockets on 63% shooting. They erase an 8-point deficit, establish as much as a 16-point lead, and ended quarter number 2 up 14, 38-24.
And they got 10 bench points for the Rockets as well in that second quarter as they ended at 24-8, the run after falling behind 16-14. Here's Scoot across the timeline. Keita Bates-Diop is back in for San Antonio. Pass inside looking for KJ. Errant one thrown by Kevin Porter Jr. And that'll go as a Houston turnover.
Good news is that first turnover of the second quarter doubles their turnover count. They only had one in the first 12 minutes.
Across the timeline comes Devin Vassell in San Antonio, trailing by 14. Vassell between the circles, one-on-one against Garuba. At the dotted circle near the left of it, shot attempt from 12 is missed. Good clear out that time defensively for the Rockets on a block out. Garuba gives it up to Jayshawn Tate. Tate down the lane, going up against Wesley, throws it off the backboard and scores with a foul. Love Jayshawn's tenaciousness here in the first quarter and change.
That's a great push by him because Garuba maybe getting so used to KPJ not being out there with him. Had KPJ in front of him to his right, actually threw it backwards to his left to Tate, who just pushed it the entire length of the court.
Sandro Mamukelashvili has had a couple of three-pointers. In fact, he had two last night in San Antonio. Jayshawn behind him to Eason. Hands off to Garuba. Now Scoot, three-point line right. To the baseline, here goes Kenyon Martin with the left hand under it, and he's short on the attempt. And Mamukelashvili comes up with a rebound. Right side to Vassell. He wants to push. Left side, here goes Blake Wesley with a layup reverse. That's on the way in. Went from the left to the right side of the lane and dropped it in for two to make it 41-29. 10:34 remaining in the first half of play. Left side of the floor, Jayshawn Tate's got the basketball. Behind him, Jayshawn Tate bumps into Mamu Kalashvili.
Yeah, it's one of those calls where the defensive player tries to jump up straight, hold his ground while in the air, which is a legal guarding position. But with Mamu Kalashvili coming so hard to the basket, Tate had barely gotten off of his feet, gave the impression that he was diving into him, and gets the foul, makes the bucket. He's got 5 straight, looking for number 6.
Mamu Kalashvili had 18 free throws. A member of the Bucks, he made 12 of them. First one here for San Antonio. Zach Collins not playing tonight. They traded Jakob Poeltl to Toronto, so they are in a position of young players getting playing time that weren't with the roster a week ago. Down the lane goes Jayshawn Tate. He'll use the left hand, throw it out the window, and score 2 more points for the Rockets.
They're also without any rim protection whatsoever, and Jayshawn Tate taking advantage of it.
43-32. Rockets up by 11. Left-hand dribble drive on the post-up. Turning, spinning. There's Keita Bates-Diop. He's got an N1 coming up, and the Rockets are getting frisky on reach-ins. Foul coming up here against the Rockets. An opportunity for Bates-Diop to make it a 3-point play. Foul will be on Kenyon Martin Jr., his first. Second whistle called against the Rockets in the quarter.
Pretty good job moving his feet by KJ, but he had that left arm into the body of Diop, and he just slides along his hip, pushes him, and the foul is called.
Bates-Diop makes the free throw. Spurs have cut to that large 17-point lead down to 8 at 43-35. Scoot being met there by Wesley. Kick a pass out to Jayshawn under the baseline, going up and short of the temp is Kenyon Martin Jr. I have a feeling that Sandro Mamukelashvili thought he got a block instead of foul called against San Antonio.
Well, KJ Martin went up like he wanted to dunk it, knew he wasn't going to be quite there to do so, so he went for the finger roll, but it was so short, it seemed obvious to the officials that he must have been hit on the hand, which he was.
And Mamu Kalashvili picking up his second foul against Spurs. KJ at the line. Try one is on the way up and good. He shot a lot better at free throws the last month or so. He's still in the 60% category. In fact, he comes in at 66% of the year. Had a double-double last night with 14 points and 13 rebounds. As Josh Christopher steps on the floor for the first time for your Rockets. KJ's second free throw rattles home. Rockets back up by double digits, and they are perfect 7-7 for the line at 45-35. 9:35 remaining in the first quarter, or say the first half of play. Malachi Branham around the arc they go. Graham to Mamu Kalashvili. Here is Vassell at the free throw line. A 16-footer around the rim and out. Rebound to Usman Garuba. Here comes JC across the timeline. On the trail, it's Kenyon Martin to his left for Jayshawn with a right-hand dribble. Turns left, goes off the backboard and scores. Nobody's been able to stop that in the last 3 years in the NBA. Jayshawn Tate using that patented left-handed shot, and he is up to 11 points. In the lane, a roller shot attempt for Bates-Diop is missed. San Antonio probably has at least a half dozen times had right ball-handed dominant shooters go left and fade away in hopes of grabbing a foul, and they have been successful about 95% of the time.
It's the same thing that KJ Martin did to Bates-Diop a few plays ago. This time it's that left hand of Garuba. He's just riding him on that hip, and as soon as Bates-Diop leaves the floor, the referees clearly see that hand going with him and pushing him away from the basket.
Free throw attempt is on the way and good for Bates-Diop as Keldon Johnson comes in, and Julian Champagnie, who had one game with Philadelphia, now in his second game with San Antonio. Actually had 2 games with the 76ers. This is his second with the Spurs. Came on the floor last night. First 2 shots he attempted as a member of San Antonio's organization, he made them. They were 3-pointers. Bates-Diop makes the free throw. He's got 9. Bates-Diop, not much of a score for them, averaging just 8 points a game at 47-37. Houston up by 10 with 8:52 remaining in the second quarter. Christopher forecourt right. Hands it behind him to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter down the lane, hands it off to Garuba with a right-hand flush. What is that? He's only supposed to shoot threes. That one, a right-hand hammer. 49-37 with 8:35 remaining. Champagnie out right-hand side of the floor. This is a lob. Branham out right side to Mamukelashvili to the baseline right. Shot attempt, pump fake, Bates-Diop 5. Oh, well, that thing was halfway home and missed. Offensive rebound to Johnson. Straight away, Champagnie will launch a 3 and hit it. Boy, he doesn't mess around when he gets on the floor. In hands and out of the ball, it goes down the net for 3. 49-40. Rockets up by 9. San Antonio 4-9 from 3. Here's an alley-oop attempt, and Amukelashvili saw it coming on a pass intended from Kevin Porter Jr. Out left side to Bates Diop. To his right, three-point try on the way. Around the rim and out, no good for Keldon Johnson. Here come the Rockets up by 9. Down the left side of the lane, here is a floater for Kenyon Martin Jr. Throws it off the backboard. Hits a little bit of the rim, the glass, and it drops for 2. Johnson taking that charge. It's Usman Garuba as Jalen Green comes in for KJ Martin.
Johnson was faced up against Eason. He faked left and got Eason to bite. Thought he had a lane to the basket, but Garuba dropped off his man into the way, drew the charge, and a turnover for the Spurs, their 4th.
Sandro Mamukelashvili to the bench. Charles Bassey, who started the 5 tonight, is back on the floor here for San Antonio. 7:20 remaining in a 51-40 Houston advantage. Porter bounce pass to Garuba. Baseline left for Christopher. To his right, down the lane goes Eason. Hands it off to Garuba. Around a triple team ball. Deflected. JC's got it. Shot clock at 8. On a crossover against Champagnie. To his right, down the lane goes Eason to the window, and that's a Bassey block. In front, here come the San Antonio Spurs on a 3-on-2. Layup attempt for Champagnie is good off a pass for Malachi Branham. So Champagnie has 5 off the bench here for the Spurs. Alley-oop coming. JC's going to get it off a beautiful feed from Scoots. And a timeout comes at 6:47 remaining. Already 7 assists for Kevin Porter Jr. Rockets shooting 64% from the floor in the first half. And they lead 53-42. 6:47 remaining in the second quarter. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. Now these words from your local station.
What does it mean to be the energy behind Clutch City? At Reliant, it means powering the home of the Houston Rockets and the homes of Rockets fans across our hometown. Reliant is harnessing the energy on the court to power game day. Together, we make a powerful team. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of the Houston Rockets. To learn more, visit Reliant.com or call 1-866-RELIANT, PUCT number 10007.
Hi, I'm Tito Beverage, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. When I got into this business, I used to make flavored vodka infusions for my friends as gifts. When I started to make a go of it, the owner of a local liquor store showed me the dust on some flavored vodka bottles that sat on the shelves. He said, if you can make a straight vodka so smooth that you could drink it just by itself, then you'd really have something. So I did. And now all these years later, we still only make one flavor, vodka flavored vodka. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Start your spring break off at Toyota Center with the whole family when the Rockets take on the Bulls this Saturday, March 11th. Get a ticket to the game, a hot dog, and a beverage starting at just $29. Secure your tickets for spring break tonight at Rockets.com. An 11-point Rockets lead, 53-42. Christopher with the latest dunk, 6 of them already tonight for the Rockets, 17 of 27 in the paint, another 34 points there. And they open this game with that 3-point miss from Jalen Green in the corner. Have not missed from behind the arc since, making the last 4. So 64% shooting. Still 6:47 to go until halftime, Matt. The Rockets already have 53 points. They had 70 against the Spurs in the first half last night.
Yeah, they're picking up where they left off second quarter tonight, 6-9. 21 bench points. There have been nights where the Rockets don't have 21 bench points in a game, much less this early in the second quarter. Malachi Branham with 6:40 remaining in the second quarter. Rockets up by 11. Keldon Johnson sets a screen for him. Branham lobs it out right-hand side. Over to Kata Bates-Diop. Bounce pass, Keldon Johnson. Shot clock at 2. Going to try and contest the 3 in front of Eason. Misses it. Ball is loose. Tapped up in the open floor. Here's Tari Eason. 2-on-1 bounce pass to Green. Goes with a big dunk, and he is fouled. My goodness. That would have brought the house down.
It was the right play by Eason, who had Diop a little bit off balance, so he made the pass back to Green, who had the open lane. Misses the dunk, did get hit on it. Bates-Diop immediately looked over to the bench, asking for them to, could you please call timeout and look at this? And the bench said, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Rockets have Will Dunn, one of their assistant coaches, and all he does on game nights is carry the should I challenge or not. I wonder if every team has one of those.
Yeah, I would suspect most of them do. You often see Coach Silas, at least in this building, taking a glance up at the big board up in front above the court here to see if he can get a look to make that decision. But Coach Dunn already has given him word of what he thinks they should.
Jalen Green made both of his free throws. He's got 13 points here in the first half. Rockets 55 and the Spurs 42. Branham across the timeline. To Bates-Diop. Free throw line extended right, actually closer to the three-point line. To Keldon Johnson, dotted circle, turns, spins, restricted area, throws it off the backboard, missed the shot, ball tapped up, and it's picked up by Tari Eason. Spurs are ice cold in this quarter. Eason down the lane with a layup attempt. Missed. The putback is missed as well by Tate. Back comes San Antonio. Branham across midcourt. Gets by Eason. Ball deflected by Christopher. It's a steal in backcourt for Jayshawn Tate. San Antonio looks like a team that's going through exhibition basketball. They don't know each other, frankly, Lex. They just don't. Tate left side angle trying to of the game, and it's 55-45. Rockets shooting 58%, but lead by 10. Green bounce pass into Alperin Şengün on a post-up against Bassi. He'll turn right, double team comes, finds Eason, and goes up and misses the dunk, but he is fouled going in.
It's the third missed dunk for the Rockets tonight, but each of the last two, including this one, don't go into the books as such, as fouls were called, and wasn't a ton of contact there on that Eason dunk. Great look by Şengün, and again, the reason why there's a dunk attempt, the defense collapses on Şengün at his back to the basket. There was a cutter. The Rockets done a great job tonight of cutting through the lane, and then they found him, and he's at the line.
75% for Easton. He misses the first free throw as Adam Barlow returns here for the Spurs. I think George Gervin would have worn these uniforms back in the day.
I want to say probably not.
Free throw 2. I can actually say David Robinson back in the day, too, unfortunately.
You think Johnny Moore would have worn these?
Or the A-Train out of Gilmore?
There you go.
Let's go. I can go with Spurs history on you.
I know you can.
Branham forecourt left. Top to Bussey. Giving it back to Branham. Right elbow. Behind the back. Over to Johnson. Left baseline. Use the window. Another foul. But we are seeing a lot of penetration by both teams in the paint and a lot of fouls called. Whistle this time against Jayshawn Tate, who just picked up his second. Keldon Johnson to the free throw line. They missed Vassell Wex for about 2 months. Came back most recently against Indiana and then did not play. He's going to be one of those injury management guys the rest of the year, it feels like.
Yeah, he'll end up playing about half a season. Tonight's his 31st game. They've got 17 more after tonight. Hasn't even played 1,000 minutes here this season, but scoring at just under 20 points per game. He's a 40% three-point shooter and still an ascending talent.
Johnson missed the first free throw. Here's the second one. It's up and in. Green, Şengün, Tate, Jabari Smith, who's returned, and Josh Christopher on the floor for your Rockets. They lead 56-46. Jabari, left-hand dribble drive at the left elbow, pulls up at the dotted circle, missed the 10-footer. And the rebound secured by Malachi Branham. Branham across the timeline. Going to link to the floor. Goes up against Shangoon. There's an and one coming up. Just like I said, Wex, anytime anybody's going to the paint, we got some arms of flailing on both sides.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Branham did riding Shangoon all the way to the basket. Took the body bump, was able to get it over four arms, the two from Shangoon. And Smith had come over to help, and he got it up over his right hand off the window as well.
Malachi Branham will have a chance here to complete that three-point opportunity. Vassell returns for the Spurs, as does Devontae Graham. Malachi's got 8 points here in this first half, and now he can make it 9 as he hits the free throw. And the Rockets' lead has been cut to 7. Largest lead in this first half of them has been 17. San Antonio, 1 point, had an 8-point first quarter lead. Tate bounce pass behind him to Josh Christopher. Right side angle on a crossover. Pulls up dotted circle jumper, too strong. Rebound is going to be tapped and saved in the back corner by the Spurs. Here's Devontae Graham off that nice save from Vassell. Low block right. Bassey goes around Tate to the window, and he went right, spun left, layup up and in, and Jayshawn Tate got bit by that on that pump fake. Bassey having a very productive first half like he had last night in San Antonio. He's got 8, and that Rocket lead has been cut all the way to 5 at 56-51. 3:50 remaining until halftime here at the Toyota Center with Houston up by 5. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. The code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care. You get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
What does optimism look like? It looks like the ball floating through the air, backboard lit up in red, the entire arena holding its breath. You're down 2, but you took the 3. Some fans can't bear to look, but missing never crossed your mind. You knew it was going in the moment it left your hands. Taking the shot looks crazy sometimes, but it isn't. It's just different. And sometimes that's just the difference you need. Frost, the official bank of relentless optimism and proud partner of the Houston Rockets.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Making a ladies' night out presented by AT&T when the Rockets take on the Brooklyn Nets this Tuesday. Get a ticket to the game, a charcuterie box, and a glass of wine or water for just $29 as the Rockets celebrate International Women's Day. Secure your tickets tonight at Rockets.com. With the Rockets up 5, we'll pause 10 for station identification on the Rockets Radio Network.
KBNE Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Spurs have outscored the Rockets 27-15 to put a dent in what was once a 17-point lead. Rockets up 5, 56-51.
Spurs have scored 6 straight. They're 9 of 15 in the quarter. The Rockets are 6 of 14. Christopher straight away to Jabari Smith. Hands it off to Josh out left-hand side of the floor to Shangoon behind him. Down the lane with the right hand going up Green. Lays it up off the window and puts it in for 2. Gets around the outstretched arms of Charles Bassey for the deuce. 58-51. Rockets up by 7. Devontae Graham, right hand elbow, and he's got the basketball with that right hand. Down the lane, turn left, spin right. Keldon Johnson hands it off underneath. Ball loose. Bassey has it in the dotted circle. Shot clock at 6. Out to Johnson. Johnson's going to launch a contested 3 in front of 2 Houston defenders, and he nails it for the 3 ball. 58-54. That's a 6 3-pointer for San Antonio. Johnson with 8 points. Jalen Green across the timeline.
Lob into Şengün, guarded by Barlow. Down the lane he goes. Right-hand dunk, no problem. Wow, Şengün with a power move with the right hand. Left side, Vassell for three. Front rim miss. And guess who's down there to sprint for the rebound? It's Alperen Şengün. Right side of the floor, Jabari Smith. On the baseline, met there by Keldon Johnson. Lob to Şengün, pump fakes on a three. Hands it off to Jabari. Jabari top of the key, right side over to Şengün again. Going against Bassey in the low block, took an extra step, throws it out left-hand side of the floor. Josh Christopher's got three, got two. Step back, long two, on the way, front iron miss. Rebound back corner and unable to hold on to it. It's going to be Rockets basketball. Is that Vassell down there that couldn't grab it?
Yep, everybody running down court expecting Vassell to grab it and head up court with it, but he fumbled it off of his fingertips, so an extra possession essentially for Houston.
They do not assume that Vassell had possession for the Spurs, so the Rockets will have 14 to shoot as compared to 24. Take the inbounds pass. Launching, three-pointer left side, up and in, and Green gets a three freebie off the San Antonio mistake. 63-54, the Rockets are 5 of 7 from three. Vassell down the lane. Kick out right side, Devontae Graham for a three ball, and he hits. It felt like last night, Wex, he was just ball in hand, shoot, score. That was a lot of the first half last night. Low block left, Porter into Green. Bounce pass into Şengün. Bounce pass underneath to Jabari. Floater up with the right hand. It's a tough shot. Very difficult passes to execute. He did so, and Jabari put it in for two. Jabari's got himself his first basket. Down the lane, a floater for Bassey is missed. Offensive rebound, and he put it back and scored. I think every team could use a Charles Bassey, Wex. I like it.
It's super effective. 7 of 8 last night, 5 of 7 tonight.
Got 10. And there's a 360 move, and Jalen Green lost the basketball. It's a steal. In the front court for Vassell, got numbers. Out right side, Graham, three ball around the rim and out. Ball is tapped up, picked up by Scoot. Out left side to Jalen. Jalen takes a step back, baseline three-pointer, front rim miss. Şengün with a one-handed offensive rebound, and he is fouled. Stopping the clock at 1:08. It'll be a penalty situation here as the Spurs are over the limit. Second foul on Bassey. He's got 10 points. Him and Bates Diop lead their scoring at 10. That will never happen for a San Antonio Spurs game. I feel very confident saying that.
I mean, hard to say what exactly Pop would do with a roster full of players that were all active, but can't imagine both of those guys would be in a starting lineup together and be the leading scorers on a night like that. Not many games left this season, though. Rockets actually here offensively of late. They scored on 4 consecutive possessions before that Jalen Green turnover, but they can't get any stops, and their lead is only at 6.
And Şengün misses the free throw. He's at about 65% for a better part of a month as Sandro Mamukelashvili returns for the Spurs. And Dom Barlow goes back to the bench here for San Antonio. Rockets are 8 of 10 at the line. 1 miss for Tate. Actually for Eason, and 1 miss for Şengün. Here's the second free throw. It is up and in for him. Rockets up by 7. They average 109.7. The Rockets are at 66 with 1:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Devin Vassell, three-point line left. Contested 2 left side angle, and he hits it right in front of Kevin Porter Jr. Awkward angle, but it still went through the net. 66-61. Rockets up by 5. Porter on the baseline. Goes up, jams it down with 2 hands. Got by Keldon Johnson for the deuce.
Absolutely begging KPJ to take it with the right hand, and with nobody there at the rim, he took it all the way there and threw it down.
47 seconds left to go. Devontae Graham, no-look pass down the lane. Layup attempt for Bassey is up. He's got it, and an and one coming up. Bassey with the layup. 12 points for him, and the foul is called on Jabari Smith, who picked up his 3rd foul. So it's been a tough first half for Jabari. Just 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 whistles.
He was trying to save Jalen Green there. Green expected the player to use the screen, so he backed up, gave an open lane, and then the dump off to Bassey.
Bassey is 6 of 8 for the floor. He's showing the free throw try. Şengün the rebound. 39 seconds left to go. Pass nearly stolen, and ball a high bounce, secured back left corner by Martin to the baseline. He goes. He took advantage of it, got around his defender again, as San Antonio was in quicksand on that one. But a nice dunk for Kenyon Martin Jr., 70-63. 27 seconds remaining. Calvin Johnson, a couple of steps beyond the midcourt stripe, right of the R logo at midcourt. 17 seconds. Johnson down the lane. Reverse label left hand. He missed it off the front rim. Grabbed by Alpe. 10 seconds left to go in the half. Rockets will play for the final shot. Green to Scoot straight away against Keldon Johnson. Takes a step back three to end the half. It is up and it is good. And that ends 24 minutes at the Toyota Center with a 3-ball. Kevin Porter Jr. with 13. Jalen Green, 18. Kenyon Martin Jr., 11. The Young Guns doing a nice job here in the first half as they put up 73.
Successful three-point basket.
We know Carlin is going to count. 73-63 Rockets at the intermission. Adam Wexler has halftime highlights next, plus a check of the NBA scoreboard as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details. Whether on land, at sea, in the air, or in space, KBR delivers science, technology, and engineering solutions that are changing the world. For more than a century, governments and companies across the globe have come to us to accomplish their most critical missions and objectives. From space exploration and national defense to green technology and the circular economy, our experts are tackling the most important challenges of our time and delivering innovative solutions without equal. In everything we do, we're striving to create a better, safer, and more sustainable world. We are KBR, the future designed and delivered. Learn more at kbr.com.
The sound of an ice cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Rockets fans, there's a break in the action. Adam Wexler has highlights, scores, stats, and first half analysis on your Rockets halftime show.
The Houston Rockets and Adidas are excited to host the 2023 Spring Break Youth Basketball Camps March 13th through 14th at Pearland Rec Center and March 15th through 16th at Fonda Community Center. Kids ages 10 and up will work on their basketball skills with highly trained coaches, plus receive a camp t-shirt, shooting bands, and tickets to an upcoming Rockets game. Register your kid now at Rockets.com. What a first half offensively for the Houston Rockets here on the Rockets Halftime Show. Houston gets to 73, with three of them coming at the buzzer on a three-pointer from Kevin Porter Jr. 73-63 is the tally here tonight, with the Rockets up 10. The highest scoring first half of the season for the Rockets in a second consecutive game, scoring 70 or more in the first half. Obviously against the same team, since it was San Antonio again last night. Rockets coming off that 12-point win, and they actually fell down 10-2 early in this game, and it's been all Houston offensively ever since.
3-point try for Devin Vassell. It's off the rim. Rebound picked up here by Green. Down the lane, finger roll layup. Underhanded toss. Hits the back of the rim and drops for two.
Beginning of a fantastic first half for Jalen Green. The Rockets got the next four. It was 10-2, now 10-6, now 12-10, and the Rockets tied it up.
This is a baseline triple on the way. Front iron miss for Jalen Green. Weak side rebound to Porter. Down in front to Martin. He'll jam it down with two hands. Second chance points becoming a good part of the Houston offense here.
The only three-point miss in that first quarter for the Rockets turned into a bucket for K.J. Martin, tied the game at 12, and then they would take the lead and extend the lead on back-to-back threes.
Right-hand dribble drive out right side to Kenyon to his left for Scoot. Scoot going to have it with 3 to shoot. Launch the three-pointer. That is up and that is in. Three-pointer for Kevin Porter Jr. shoots 35% from distance, and the Rockets have their first lead at 17-16. Şengün at the top of the key, behind him to Scoot. Scoot gets a double screen from Alvey. Kicks it out right side. Here's Martin for 3. That's up and in. Back-to-back threes for the Rockets. Their lead has grown to 4 at 20-16.
Huge impact on last night's game for Tari Eason, coming off the Rockets bench, scoring 20, but also in how the pace was pushed, and it was the exact same story tonight.
Rebound to Şengün. Outlet pass to Eason. Out left side, give and go. Back to Eason, and he got it up. A great pass from Jabari Smith. Quick pass, the extra one, and Greg Popovich wants a timeout. Out left-hand side, Kelvin Johnson and his pocket pick. That's a steal. Guess who? The rookie leader in steals. Tari Eason linked to the floor with the right hand. He'll score. Doing it on both ends of the floor as the Rockets have their first double-digit lead of the game at 29-18.
Eason right there with 4 of the Rockets' 12 first-half fast break points. And as you just heard about 2.5 minutes ago, KPJ closing out the second quarter scoring with a 3. Well, he did the same thing in the first quarter.
Scoot's got 2 feet across midcourt and the ball in his midsection. Garuba sets his screen. Now Scoot's got it straight away. He's open, launching a 3 and hitting that three-pointer. Got just enough separation from his defender to knock it down.
Push the Rockets' lead in that first quarter to 16, the largest to date in the game. The Spurs would score the final bucket of the quarter and be down 14 heading into Q2. But then a three-point play from Jayshawn Tate opened up the lead to 17.
Garuba gives it up to Jayshawn Tate. Tate down the lane, going up against Wesley. Throws it up the backboard and scores with a foul. Love Jayshawn's tenaciousness here in the first quarter and change.
Monster first half for Jayshawn Tate. The three-point play there. Just driving to the basket like nobody was there to protect it for the Spurs because nobody was there to protect it for the Spurs.
Here comes JC across the timeline. On the trail, it's Kenyon Martin to his left for Jayshawn with a right-hand dribble. Turns left, goes off the backboard and scores. Nobody's been able to stop that in the last 3 years in the NBA. Jayshawn Tate using that patented left-handed shot, and he is up to 11 points.
4 of the Rockets' 22 makes in the paint tonight coming from Jayshawn Tate. He has 11, and the Rockets led by 12 at that point. It was basically you score, we score most of the rest of the first half. And for the Rockets, no problem whatsoever.
Christopher forecourt right. Hands it behind him to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter down the lane, hands it off to Garuba with a right-hand flush. What is that? He's only supposed to shoot threes. That one, a right-hand hammer. So Champagny has 5 off the bench here for the Spurs. Alley-oop coming. JC's going to get it off a beautiful feed from Scoots. And a timeout comes at 6:47 remaining. Already 7 assists for Kevin Porter Jr. Lob into Şengün, guarded by Barlow. Down the lane he goes. Right-hand dunk, no problem. Wow, Şengün with a power move with the right hand.
Big dunk in the lane, in traffic for Şengün. And the Rockets, again, bucket after bucket after bucket, but still only led by 6. It would jump to 9 with Jalen Green firing from long distance.
Take the inbounds pass. Launching, three-pointer left side, up and in, and Green gets a 3 freebie off the San Antonio mistake. 63-54. The Rockets are 5 of 7 from 3.
Mentioned it was a strong offensive first half for Jalen Green. 18 points in just 17 minutes. He's the game's leading scorer. Rockets led by 9, would be up by just 6 a few moments later. And Alperen Şengün with some fancy passing to Jabari Smith.
Low block left, Porter into Green. Bounce pass into Şengün. Bounce pass underneath to Jabari. Floater up with the right hand. That's a tough shot. Very difficult passes to execute. He did so, and Jabari put it in for 2.
Behind the back pass to Jabari Smith, who was open at the time. Defense collapsed, who was able to drop it in over the front of the rim, put the Rockets up 8. They left the baseline open most of the night, both sides, and K.J. Martin took advantage.
Ball, a high bounce, secured back left corner by Martin to the baseline. He goes, and he took advantage of it, got around his defender again, as San Antonio was in quicksand on that one. And a nice dunk for Kenyon Martin Jr., 70-63.
Rockets have scored 143 points in the two first halves the last two nights against the Spurs. They've been in quicksand for the majority of that, quite obviously. So the Rockets led by 7, where they were with just a few seconds left on the first half clock, and KPJ had the basketball.
To Scoot against Keldon Johnson. Takes a step back three to end the half. It is up, and it is good. And that ends 24 minutes at the Toyota Center with a 3-ball.
Rockets make 6 of their 9 threes, but again have been battering the Spurs in the paint. 44 of their 73 points there. They lead by 10, 73-63 at the half. We'll look around the NBA next on the Rockets halftime show. Now this word from your local stations.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments, like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery, and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith, knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith, knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Back here on the Rockets halftime show, let's check around the rest of the NBA. Pretty busy Sunday's worth of activity, starting with the game in Dallas where the Suns take down the Mavericks by 4, 130-126, 37 for Kevin Durant, 36 for Devin Booker. The Suns have won each of the games that Kevin Durant has played in for them since acquiring him and him making his debut on the first of the month. The Bulls played the Pacers tonight, and the teams were tied at 122 with under 10 seconds to go, but with just over 3 seconds remaining, Tyrese Halliburton hit a three to give the Pacers the 125-122 win. Halliburton had 29 points in the game. Lakers at home for the Warriors. Warriors are terrible on the road, and that was on display again tonight. They lose 113-105 despite the return of Steph Curry, who had 27 points. 39 points for Anthony Davis helps lead the Lakers to their 31st win of the season. The Brooklyn Nets, who will be here Tuesday, took down the Hornets tonight, 102-86, 33 points for Mikal Bridges. There's 2:07 left in Orlando, a tight game between the Magic and the Blazers. Blazers won 11, Magic won 10, 2:07 on the clock. Damian Lillard has 37 points. Jazz and Thunder in OKC. OKC's got a 19-point halftime lead. Knicks at the Celtics, 8.5 to go until halftime. Celtics up 7. Bucks and Wizards. Bucks have an 11-point lead, 4:45 until halftime. And the only other game yet to tip off is the game between the Grizzlies and the Clippers. And as we mentioned, our NBA News of the Day presented by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app now and play free with your first deposit with promo code ASSIST. Terms do apply. No Ja Morant, 2-game suspension, though the statement he and his agency released suggested it could be more than that. Stay tuned on the news with Ja Morant. Second half next. Rockets lead 73-63. Now this word from your local stations.
We got a nice response back from somebody who owed quite a bit of money to the IRS, or thought they did. They realized there had been some mistakes that had been made, but they took our advice. They called Top Tax Defenders, and they got a lot of the amount reduced. They had somebody looking at it that was a professional, saved them a lot of money and got them out of trouble. If you're having problems with the IRS, Call Top Tax Defenders, 713-489-7769. Top Tax Defenders, 713-489-7769.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Highest scoring first half of the season for the Rockets with their 73 points. KPJ, the buzzer-beating three, of course, was good. And the Rockets have a 10-point lead, 73-63 here at Toyota Center.
Rockets will have the basketball here in the third quarter, going right to left as we see things on our Bill Royal broadcast deck. Jalen Green across the timeline, lobs a Şengün. Ball over the top of his head. We've got a whistle and an offensive foul. Looks like it's going to be Jabari Smith with a forearm push underneath.
Yeah, a lot of jostling there. I think the only reason the call went against Jabari was just because of the placement of that left elbow was up in the head and neck area of Vassell, who was holding him.
Across the timeline comes Malachi Branham. Out left side to Kelvin Johnson. Bounce pass to Bassie. Out left side, catch and shoot. Bates Diop, he fell down. We have 3 free throws, and boy, it is a rough night for one Jabari Smith Jr. Just picked up his second foul in 21 seconds of third quarter play.
And he is headed to the Rockets bench, potentially, with Tari Eason set to check in for him after just those 21 seconds of play.
Jabari's only taken 3 shots, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 5 fouls. Bates Diop misses the front end of the 3-shot foul. Eason is in now for him. So I guess they're only going to count it. Yeah, it's going to be 3, so Eason can't come in just yet. Doesn't really matter.
So technically speaking, leaving him on the sidelines means Jabari Smith ought to be on the floor, shouldn't he?
You're absolutely right. I wonder if there's a rule if you only have 4 on the floor.
Well, it was in effect today. The referees in the Suns-Mavericks game actually looked at that late in the game because the Mavericks, they couldn't tell from TV replay, actually only had 4 people on the floor for one of the late important free throws, but they couldn't overturn it because they didn't have video evidence to support it.
How ironic it happened here. 2 out of 3 for Bates Diop, 73-64. Lob pass, cross court, Green left side to Porter. Back to right for Jalen. Had his pocket picked and a whistle and a reach-in foul. Charles Bassie the foul.
Yeah, an additional element to Jabari Smith checking out with 21 seconds left here, or 21 seconds gone here. It's pretty rare for Tari Eason to get minutes alongside this group, specifically the backcourt of KPJ and Jalen Green. Could be some valuable minutes working through some chemistry with these guys. This could be a pretty good 5-person group.
I wonder if Frank Kaminsky is going to get some playing time here because you don't want to really see Jabari anymore in this quarter, I would think. Here's Eason, baseline right, 3-point try on the way, no good for Jalen. Offensive rebound is secured by Şengün. He goes up for a shot. It's blocked by Bassie, but they're going to call it goaltending. He was within 2 feet, so it's an easy call there. So give the basket to Alperen Şengün's got 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, and Houston leads 75-64. Right side angle of the basketball. Malachi Branham to his right for Bates Diop. Straight away, Bassie to the free throw line. Here's the Devin Vassell jumper and another whistle.
Foul on a jump shot. Alpi knew it as soon as he did it. He actually tried to pull his hand back after he'd already made contact with the right hand of Vassell on his follow-through. And just easy opportunities here to avoid fouls, and the Rockets just can't do it.
So 2 whistles against the Rockets, 1 offensive and 1 defensive foul here, and Vassell to the free throw line for a pair. Here's the first one that is up. It's good. You're going back to you were talking about having not enough players on the floor. That's where you just go to Jabari and say, we need you back. I don't think you need to necessarily penalize the team for that. Try 2 is missed off the heel. Rebound to Şengün. I mean, you certainly wouldn't have a competitive advantage only being 4 on 5.
Well, there's no activity because it's before the last free throw.
That's right. Scoot, right side of the floor to Martin. Ball out right side to Green, deflected out of bounds off the hands of Bates Diop. We saw San Antonio go zone quite a bit yesterday, not as much tonight. Şengün straight away. behind him to Green. Again, the Rockets have made 6 of 9 from 3. Here's a layup attempt. That's Alperen Şengün. Gets a nice pass and drops it in for 2 more. That's his second straight basket. He's got 11 points, and Jalen Green has an assist. 77-65. Bounce pass. Branham, ball inside. Another whistle. Bassey and Şengün get held up. And KJ Martin at this time on the weak side gets called for the foul. 77-65, a 12-point lead. Bates up on the inbounds. Stolen, looking for Bassey. That's a Şengün steal and a right-hand throwdown. Good defense that time by Alpin to anticipate that pass, and it results in a Houston basket. 79-65.
The slow bounce pass, and he was overplaying it, tipped it with his right hand, and it was smooth sailing.
Keldon Johnson hands it off to Bassey. Back to Keldon to the free throw line. Out right side. Malachi Branham, one dribble to his left, inside the arc. Back out left side. Here's Keldon Johnson. We have another foul. This has the flow of a college basketball game here, Adam Wexler.
4 fouls on this end of the court already for the Rockets. We haven't even played 2 minutes, and they've all been kind of the slow-footed type, reaching with the hand on a push-off 23 feet from the basket here.
Şengün has all the Rocket points here in the third quarter. On the inbound, Malachi Branham behind him. Catch and shoot. Vassell with one dribble. Miss. Rebound to Şengün. Across the timeline comes Jalen Green. Green's got Şengün to his left. Goes right. Down the lane he goes for a layup attempt, and he comes up short on it. Nice try. Good athleticism. Just couldn't finish. Here come the Spurs. Bates Diop fakes the 3. Straight away to Branham. Down the lane, a floater from 10. That is around the rim and missed, but a putback is there by Keita Bates Diop. So Bates Diop gets his first offensive rebound. He's got 13 tonight. Only averages 8 points a game. 79-67. Rockets up by 12 with 9:24 remaining. Martin left side angle to his left for Tari Eason. Eason was tying a career-high 20 last night. Out right side to Porter. Ball deflected by Bates Diop. Saved by Porter. Shot clock at 2 at 1. The straightaway 3 is up. Side rim left. Rebound picked up by Malachi Branham. Out left side of the floor. Here's Devin Vassell. Low block left. Bates Diop turns left. Spins right. Throws it off the window and scores. Did you realize that Keita Bates Diop would be such a scorer? He's got 15.
He's already 3 shy of his season high.
79-69, a 10-point Houston advantage. 8:47 remaining in the third. Green between the circles. Spins left. Tries to get by a defender. Used the backboard. Missed the shot with the right hand. In the front court, here comes San Antonio on a 4-on-3 break. Down the lane, layup attempt is short by Malachi Branham. And it's picked up, and here comes on the elite Green for a 2-hand flush. Timeout, Greg Popovich, and he is wearing out the officiating crew, and he is very close to getting teed up. Timeout comes on that missed shot and the putback for the Rockets as Jalen Green puts it in to make it 81-69. Timeout comes at 8:29 remaining here in the third quarter play. Timeout brought to you by Corner Extra. Invites you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 832-345-3884 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 832-345-3884 or go to repipe.com. That's 832-345-3884. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans. Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. The code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care. You get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hey, Houston Rockets fans, Houston Rockets play, you win. Get 30% off your menu price order from Pizza Hut day after the Rockets game. Order online at pizzahut.com. Must enter code PQ. That code again is PQ. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Start your spring break off at Toyota Center with the whole family when the Rockets take on the Bulls this Saturday, March 11th. Get a ticket to the game, a hot dog, and a beverage starting at just $29. Secure your tickets for spring break tonight at Rockets.com. Rockets up 12, 8:29 to go in this third quarter. Matt, you mentioned Greg Popovich was letting the officials have it as we went to break, and then he immediately went over to his bench, and he let rookie Malachi Branham have it throughout the first 60 seconds of that break in the action, telling him to pass the basketball. The last possession was him driving right at Şengün and getting his shot blocked in traffic.
Şengün's got 6 points in the quarter. Rockets up 81-69. 8:20 remaining in the third. Branham lobs to Keldon Johnson. Screen is set by Bassey. Keldon right elbow. Ball to his midsection, nearly taken away. There's a steal. Kenyon Martin at midcourt. Going to throw it down with the left hand. Turnovers aplenty for San Antonio. That is their 7th. Rockets have scored 10 points off those mistakes. 83-69. Keldon Johnson. Bounce pass, low block, right. Another steal. This one out for Şengün on a pass intended for Charles Bassey. Şengün behind him to Martin. Out left side, Tari Eason. Right-hand dribble drive. He'll post up 13 feet away. Goes a cross-court pass out right side for Jalen Green. Going against a shot attempt on the way from the baseline. That is up and in as he makes the basket in front of Devin Vassell. And Houston is up 85-69. Branham across the timeline, 6 straight for the Rockets. Vassell to Bassey. Left-hand dribble, right-hand dribble, turn for Katie Bates-Diop. Missed the layup, and the putback on the weak side is secured by Charles Bassey, who is having himself an incredible night despite his team being down 14 points. He now has 14. 85-71 with 7:03 remaining. Jalen Green, 3-point line right. Şengün sets the screen for him. Cross-court pass to Porter. To Şengün at the free throw line. Dotted circle, then brings it back out. Had it stripped, got it back. Keeps the left pivot foot still. Spins it up to Tari. Left elbow jumper from 15 as the shot clock goes off. Ball offensive rebound to Eason. Back to Şengün. Back to Eason. He can't hold on to it. That was a shifty pass that time by Alpe. At the midsection turn, he could not hold on to it as Dom Barlow returns for San Antonio. And Devontae Graham is also going to come in for the Spurs. Spurs 16-48, Rockets 14-49. In the competition, I think, whatever you want to describe it, is trying to avoid having the worst record in the NBA or maybe having the worst record. Who knows? Baseline right, Keldon Johnson's got the basketball. Step back three is on the way. It is too strong. Şengün the rebound. Alpe with a double-double of 13 and 11. That's his 21st of the year. And he wants 2 more points, and he's not going to get it, at least at the field goal-wise. He'll have free throws here. Alpe has 21 double-doubles this year. He had 8 as a rookie. Şengün to the free throw line on the Malachi Branham foul, which is his first. Rockets shooting 59% for the game compared to 49% for the San Antonio Spurs. Şengün to the free throw line. First one is on the way and through. Rockets shooting better free throw-wise at 12 of 14, coming in at 75%. Same the percentage goes for the Spurs as well. They're not nearly as proficient this evening. They are just 10 of 16. Şengün's second free throw is short, but then it gets a friendly roll and drops. 15 and 12 for Alpe, 87-71. Devontae Graham splits the circles. Bounce pass to a Cutter and Branham. This is a shot attempt for Bassey. It's missed. Gets his own offensive rebound. Goes to the baseline. Kicks it behind him. Moving around the court. They give it up to Graham. One dribble. Straight on three is up and good. Devontae Graham, his second basket. He had just 6 after a huge night last night with 28. 87-74 to the baseline. Kevin Porter Jr. down the lane, the restricted area, throws up the left hand and drops it in for 2. That's just too easy. Rockets points in the paint continue to be dominated this evening by the good guys. Here's Devontae Graham to the lane. He goes high off the backboard and puts it in for 2. And taking a spill that time was Alperen Şengün. He is up, but it's 4 on 5. And now Şengün comes across midcourt. Here's Green, lob, and it throws a pass intended for KJ Martin. It's the last touch by a black jersey as Sandro Mamukelashvili returns here for San Antonio. Porter on the inbound. Basket to his left. Shot clock at 14. Gives it to Green to his right. Launches and makes a long two-pointer. 91-76. Made that shot right in front of Malachi Branham. Here's Keldon Johnson. Down the lane he goes with the right hand around the rim. It's short. Rebound fought for Eason and Johnson. And finally Tari comes up with it. In front to Scoot. Giving it back to Tari. Underhand layup. Off the window and in for 2. Good hustle on the rebound. And the nice dish and the layup for Tari. He's got 9. 93-76. 4:55 remaining. Straight away, Keldon Johnson for a 3-ball. That's high up the back iron. Tap up by Mamukelashvili is no good, and Şengün comes up with it. Now to Jalen Green straight away. Out left side angle. Green gets a screen. Şengün's got the pick. He rolls it over to Porter. Baseline right. 3-pointer. Tari Eason comes up short. Gets his own offensive rebound. Loses control of it because it was last touched by Don Barlow. And possession will stay with the Rockets with 13 to shoot. Jayshawn Tate comes in for Houston. And KPJ will get a rest here with 4:31 remaining in the third quarter.
11 assists for KPJ, tying his season best.
Green's got 24, 15 for Şengün. Martin 13 among the scorers on the floor. Tate's got 11. And it looks like we have a clock reset of some sort.
12 seconds.
They're going to put a couple more ticks on the shot clock, go from 10 to 12. $93-76. There were a lot of Rocket fans in San Antonio last night. Number 1 jersey they wore? You want to take a guess?
Just tell me.
All right. I like to guess. I like guessing games. Here's a catch and shoot 3 left side on the way and good for Jalen Green as the Rockets lead grows to 20. The answer is, who is Akeem Olajuwon?
That's a good guess.
Wesley straight away. You didn't guess, though.
That's on me.
Mamukelashvili with a left-hand layup on the right baseline. It comes up short. Here comes Şengün, the rebound. Bounce pass to Kenyon Martin Jr. Down the lane of Eurostep. On the trail. Green for 3. On the way and in. 30 for Jalen Green. And looks fluid from distance. 99-76 with 4 minutes remaining in the third. Devontae Graham is fouled on the pass off. There is absolutely nothing I like about this San Antonio team right now. It's a hodgepodge of I don't know what they are.
Now, they were a different-looking team at the time, but think back to the preseason when the Rockets played against this Spurs team. It felt like they were going to struggle to find groups that work well together, find where their defense was on the interior, and it's really unfolded that way. It's exacerbated by the fact that they've sat players. They've added 2 players on short-term deals that have both immediately been forced into action, and they just finished a 16-game losing streak, and the last 2 nights defensively against the Rockets have been, poor to say the least.
Devontae Graham hits the first free throw. 19-8 the current run here for your Rockets as their lead is at 22. Second free throw, front iron and down. I don't know if your building blocks are Vassell, Branham, and Johnson. They're all nice players, but you need a star. Green right side. By Barlow to the lane, going up for the dunk is Green, and he's fouled.
The third missed Rockets dunk that drew a foul call with limited but enough contact for it. And you're mentioning the star power. They elected to trade DeJounte Murray this offseason to Atlanta, thinking about the possibility of acquiring one in the draft. They have had so many first-round picks of late, and they've all been part of their teams, but they've never, other than Murray, been a star-level player.
And don't forget, a couple of seasons before that, they had DeMar DeRozan, too.
Yep.
And Jakob Poeltl was a very solid scorer for them, but he's now wearing Toronto gear.
He has been sensational in the pivot for Toronto since his arrival.
Free throw for Green was missed. He's got a second one coming up. He's got 30 points. Here comes 31. 100-78. Are we approaching season high for Green? Getting there at least?
Approaching.
Okay, 31 here tonight. 2 points, two rebounds, and 2 assists. Vassell, make that. This is going to be Wesley at the left elbow for a 15-footer, and that's good. Blake Wesley, one of those first-round picks, 25th selection, averages 5 points for San Antonio, 100-80. Base three-point line left. Green wants 3 and hit the nylon. Didn't go through the rim, though, unfortunately. Here's Devontae Graham. Down the lane, floater, kick out right side. This is a Devin Vassell 3. That's a miss. Rebound on the baseline by Kenyon Martin Jr. 3:07 left to go here in the third quarter. Houston up by 20. Rockets shooting 60% from the floor. Kenyon Martin Jr. out left-hand side to Green and is foul on the pass-off. And with that, we got ourselves a timeout. Green gets some help from teammates. That's going to be the 14th foul and the 4th foul against Sandro Mamukelashvili. Side out to the Rockets and we return. 2:57 remaining in the third. Houston 100, San Antonio 80. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Wendy's home-style French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me, did you just say Wendy's French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When it comes to your money goals, every win matters. And with an MVP like Credit Karma on your side, your hard work can really pay off. Whether you're looking to elevate your credit scores, upgrade your car or home, or find the right strategy to pay off debt, Credit Karma is on your team. Join over 120 million members and start leveling up your finances. Download the free app and create your own Karma with Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Loan services offered through Credit Karma Offers Inc. NMLS ID 1628077. Credit Karma Mortgage Inc. NMLS ID 1588622.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card. All you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Take advantage of tonight's Rocket Shop online item of the game. Tonight, the Rockets Gray Franklin tee is just $20. Grab yours tonight only at rocketshop.com. Rockets up 20, 100-80, 2:57 to go in the third quarter. A couple of cleanup items from our conversation earlier. Green with 31, 11 shy of his season high, which is also his career high of 42, and may have sounded a little bit, I guess, overzealous to say Jakob Poeltl has been sensational with the Raptors, so let me back that up. 9 games with the Raptors, 15 points per game. He's shooting a ridiculous 76% from the field. He's been fantastic for them when they acquired him just before the deadline.
Jay-Sean Tatum inbound here. Rockets 11 of 19 in the quarter shooting. San Antonio to 6 of 17. There's a pass that was intended for Tate on the cut, and the pass was badly thrown. It's going to wind up being a turnover as Alperen Sengun gives the Rockets their 8th turnover of the night. Devin Vassell, three-point line right, flips it over to Blake Wesley. Wesley kicks it out right side, back to Vassell for 3, around the rim and out. Rebound to Green. 2:40 remaining. Rockets up by 20. Sengun forecourt right. Alpe, by the way, in the corner, has 8 points and 6 rebounds. Kick out right side. Alpe gives it up to KJ. Cross court left to Jay-Sean Tate. Right hand dribble drive. Euro step move. Throws it up to Eason. Sacks, fires, and rattles home a 3. Tari Eason really picking up the scoring punch. She's got 12 tonight after having 20 last night in the Animal City. 103-80. Graham give it to Bassey. And poked away by Sengun. Back out to Graham. Three-point line right, being face guarded by Tari Eason. Leans into a three-point shot. No shot, but a foul will be called on Eason. Which, in theory, I don't know how you can't give him free throws. Unless Bassey and Eason are the ones that get tangled up. But Graham was the one they say the foul was, the contact came against him. He is going to the free throw line. It is a 2-shot foul, but Graham will go to the line. And now Tara Eason trying to get an explanation from the lead official tonight, Carl Lee. Or actually, that's Andy Nagy with that. Graham misses the first free throw. They are 12 of 19 as Graham has 10 points tonight, much quieter than he was last night when he had 28. Second free throw is on the way and good. 103-80 with 2 minutes remaining. We got 103-81 as Graham hits the second free throw. Tate across midcourt. Hands it off to Scoot at the top of the key. Flips out left side of the Tate. Cross court out to KJ. Gives it the three. Scoot thinking about that three. Now will launch a three, and he will come up with an air ball. Sometimes you overthink it. That's exactly what they did right there.
It was a great additional pass by KJ, and he came down court just now and said something to KPJ, who taps on his chest saying, yep, I should have fired away as soon as you gave me the ball.
1:42 remaining here in the third quarter. 103-81 in favor of the Rockets. Devontae Graham across the timeline. Rockets and Nets will play Tuesday. We have yet to see the Nets play a game yet this year, at least in person. Devontae Graham, they are certainly different than they were when we started the year. Bassey out left-hand side. Shot attempt is on the way. That's good off the hands of Blake Wesley. 103-84. Spurs with a 19 now. Low block right. Jayshawn Tate bowls into his defender. Throws off the window. Missed the layup attempt. But Bassey clears for San Antonio. Quickly in front court. Here comes Devin Vassell. Vassell straight away. Ball deflected out to Graham, left corner for an open three, and there is another triple from Devontae Graham to make it 103-87. Graham now up to 14. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Rockets up by 16. Their largest lead tonight's been 23. Scoot left corner. San Antonio going zone here. Scoot straight away. Lost the handle, got it back, flips it right side. This is Jayshawn for three. Nails it. Jayshawn has not hit many threes this year, only 27% accuracy, but that three ball makes it a 19-point lead at 106-87. Devontae Graham wants another three-pointer, and that one comes off the heel. Rebound underneath the Tara Eason. 28 seconds left to go. Spurs are 10 of 25 from distance. Eason, baseline right behind him to Tate, and then back out behind him to Scoot. 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. Shot clock at 5. Scoot, left elbow. No look pass to Tate, underneath the basket. 360 move, goes up as a buzzer goes off. And I think the Rockets are going to be lucky here to commit a foul by San Antonio as that shot clock goes off. 5.8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And the San Antonio foul is called.
A foul committed before the expiration of the shot clock.
They're going to check it, but I think it definitely did happen before that buzzer.
Yeah, the pass caught Tate's hands when he was just outside the lane. It was already under 3 seconds on the shot clock. He drove into the lane and it was spinning and spinning and spinning before he finally went up for it, drew contact, and released the shot.
Foul is on Bassey, his fourth. This is where Secaucus could come in here real quick and answer this for us.
Yeah, we should see the video in motion up on the big board here, and hopefully we can see the clock. If it rises up a little bit, that's going to be the tough part.
Now it's just still. Oh, yeah, the ball left his hands with .2.
.2 on the clock. The whistle and the right arm of the referee underneath the basket starts to rise up.
The rule on the floor is confirmed. The foul happens at 6.2 on the game clock.
All right, so thank you very much, Carlene, for that. So we got free throws coming up here for Jay Sean Tate with his Rockets up by 19.
Last field goal the Rockets scored came off the 12th assist in the game for Kevin Porter Jr. That is a new season high. It's one shy of his career best. He's played very well. His most effective game overall since returning from injury. And you can probably say the same thing for Jalen Green, who was in his fourth game back off that slight groin pull just before the All-Star break. His shooting has been spectacular. He's 11 of 24 in those 4 games as Jalen Green from behind the three-point line. He's got 31 tonight. The Rockets have scored better than 30 in each of the 3 quarters thus far.
Again, a Rockets team, Wax, that only averages 109.7. That has been bottom 3 for most of the league this season. Tate hits the free throw.
38 in the first, 35 in the second. They've got 34 now in the third with Jay Sean Tate looking for his final free throw attempt.
He's got 15 points as Jay Sean. Here comes 16 as he hits it. 5 seconds left to go. Length of the floor, Wesley, and we're going to get an offensive foul. And is that KJ Martin flat on the sideline?
He got run over by Blake Wesley. The good news is Wesley's the smallest guy on the court right now, slightest guy on the court. So it was a very clear foul as he got trucked, but he's up and no issues.
2.3. Tate's going to inbound. Rockets get something going here. Tate in backcourt to KJ with 1 second. Going to launch him past half court. It was late, and they missed it off right anyway. Houston Rockets comfortably in front after 3, looking to win back-to-back games against their friends from the West and I-10. It's 108-87 Houston after 3. Fourth and final next as you listen to Houston Rockets basketball.
Now is a great time to compare Gentle Bin vodka and gin to your favorite. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Bin has the cleanest vodka and gin you will ever try thanks to their Persado purification process. You can get the complete Gentle Bin experience just like I did. Go see their beautiful tasting room in Alvin. Have a premium cocktail and take a tour to get a close-up look at this patented purification method. You'll find Gentle Bin vodka and gin at Total Wine, Specs, and other retailers. Learn more at gentlebin.com.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G. It is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Hey, Rockets fans, Access is the go-to ticketing destination for Houston's best events. Download the Access app today for the easiest entry experience to get to your seats and start cheering. That's AXS. Visit AXS.com for more info. Rockets take a 21-point lead to the fourth quarter, 108-87, looking to make it back-to-back wins against the Spurs.
Jalen Green, good third quarter with 13 points. Rockets were 13-22, and they have 67 bench points. And for the game, 6 different players in double figures. Down the lane and losing the basketball was the backup guard, Blake Wesley. That's a turnover possession to Houston. Sandro Mamukelashvili is back in for the Spurs as well. Gorgie Jang did not play last night. He's on the floor for the very first time for San Antonio. Porter, three-point line right. Vasella's out there as well. And we have another turnover. Porter and Usman Garuba can't work together. San Antonio left to right in the fourth quarter of play. Zhang's got the basketball. Hands it off to Vassell. Gets a screen from Zhang. Kicks it out right side. Here's Wesley at the free throw line to the paint. And throws an errant pass. Boy, this is turnover 101 for both squads here.
People in the stands have caught 3 passes already in 39 seconds.
That is 8 turnovers for the Rockets tonight, 11 for San Antonio. Rockets come in averaging 17. The Spurs are at 16 per contest. Garuba behind him to Scoot. Right elbow, kick out left side of Jabari Smith is on the floor with those 5 whistles. Garuba wants the three-pointer, and he nails it again. My goodness. Mr. Triple, Usman Garuba. Better than 54% from 3, 111.87. Wesley, left-hand side of Keita Bates-Diop, is squad down by 24. Amukelashvili's got the basketball. 360 move for him with the left hand. Comes up short. Trying to get his own rebound. Tapped up a couple of times. And it is tried to be saved by Keita Bates-Diop, but he does not save it on the sideline. And possession will go to Houston. More substitutions as Malachi Branham comes in for Blake Wesley.
Garuba up to 55% from downtown this season. 21 of his 38 threes have dropped.
Steph Curry's jealous.
He made his return with the Warriors today.
Left side angle the basketball. It's Kevin Porter Jr. out to Jabari. Crossover against Gorgie Jang. Shot attempt is on the way. And a foul on Jang.
Jang spends a lot of time, obviously, on the San Antonio bench, but active. After that timeout I described earlier that had Popovich really getting after the rookie Malachi Branham, Popovich and the coaching staff go out to talk amongst themselves, and Jang spent the next 25, 30 seconds kind of holding court in the huddle as the veteran of this team. There aren't very many of them.
Jabari's free throw attempt is on the way and good. Jabari 78% on the year. He's got a lot better inside the arc the last 3 months or so, shooting about a 50% clip. The outside continues to be a struggle. Has not taken a three-point effort this evening. He's only 22% in his last 34 games from 3, but he hits the free throw there. 18-21 on the Rockets in the charity stripe. They lead 113-87 with 10:22 remaining. Branham left corner for 3. That's around the rim and in. Oh, I think I said Branham. It's Devin Vassell with a 3. 113.90. Tate straight away. Free throw line. Out right side to Jayshawn Tate. Cut up by Mamukelashvili. Down the lane goes Tate. Uses the backboard to attract the contact, and he'll get some free throws. Stations, we have your identification. We'll give it to you after Kevin Porter hits this free throw, hopefully. Lineups for the Rockets. You've got Tate, Christopher, Garuba, Porter, and Smith. For the Spurs, it's Zhang, Mamukelashvili, Bates-Diop, Branham, and Vassell. As the free throw is up and in for Scoot. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification. 10 seconds on the Rockets Radio Network.
KBME Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Scoot makes the free throw, gives him 17, 115-90, a 25-point advantage as we play 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Vassell between the circles, guarded tightly by Garuba. He's all over him. Right-hand dribble drive to the left elbow. Behind him to Zhang. Back out left side of the floor to the lane. Reverse layup is up and found off the backboard and made very well by Devin Vassell. 115-92. Vassell up to 11 points. He's got 5 assists as well. Garuba to his right for Josh Christopher. Swings it out left side. Scoot pump fakes on a 3. Baseline left to the lane he goes. Floats up a little 8-footer and makes it. He was falling away as he tried to avoid contact. Got the deuce. He's got 19 this KPJ. Scoot coming in on the year, averaging just at 19 per contest. Here's Vassell, baseline right, poked away by Usman Garuba. They'll say last touched by Usman. And San Antonio will have it here with a shot clock showing 11 seconds. Devontae Graham coming in for Mamukelashvili. Graham will take that inbounds pass. Gets a double screen. Out right side of the Zhang. Out to Vassell, 3-point line right. Got Jabari in front of him. Step back, right corner, three. On the way as the buzzer goes off, and he makes it. 2-point shot. They're going to say front of the line. 117.94, long two. 8:49 remaining. Tate across midcourt, right side over to Josh Christopher. Garuba sets the screen to the free throw line. 14-footer in front of that free throw line is up and in for JC. Christopher with 4. Rockets 119, the Spurs 94. Sell right side of the floor has got Jabari Smith in front of him. Jake tries to set a screen for him. Now the defensive switch. Garuba is on Vassell. Shot clock at 7. Devin Vassell had his pocket picked this time by Garuba. 3-on-2 break. In front. Oh, and an errant pass, and the Rockets can't execute the 3-on-2. It's eventually stolen away by San Antonio. Bates Diop, DeShang, errant pass looking for Vassell. Knocked out of bounds by a Rocket defender. San Antonio will have it with 19 to shoot.
KPJ on that break was caught between just passing it directly to Christopher, who then goes up for the layup, or looking at the alley-oop, and he threw it in between.
Graham on the inbound. Giving it now to Branham. Lobs it over to Bates Diop. Bates Diop goes 3-point line right. Shot clock at 10. K to Bates Diop gets around Garuba. Floats up a shot up the window. Wave off the shot. Foul on the floor. And Usman Garuba picks up the foul. That is his second. Does have a steal to his credit here in this quarter. 7:59 remaining in a 119-94 game. Branham to his left for Devontae Graham. Straight away. Vassell wants a long three. It's off the front rim. Rebound underneath to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter cross midcourt. To his right. Jabari to the lane. Score 2 points. Split 2 San Antonio defenders in half, and he dropped it in. He's got 6. 121-94, 7:33. Feels like a running clock here. I kind of like it. Zhang out left side. Bates Diop for 3 off the heel. Rebound. Oh, tapped up. Saved by Graham to a slider. That's going to be Bates Diop. Good pass from Graham. Right forecourt to a cutter, and Bates Diop for the deuce. And Bates Diop now has 17. And the Rockets come into front court and call time. 7:14 remaining in this contest. It's been Rockets all the way since mid-first quarter. They lead 121-96 with 7:14 remaining in the fourth. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. And now these words from your local station.
Do you love vodka or gin? Then I have something new and exceptional to tell you about. Gentle Ben Spirits, made right here in Texas. Hi, it's Jeremy Branham. Gentle Ben uses Persato's state-of-the-art craft technology to purify and enhance the taste of their vodka and gin. You'll taste the difference just like I did. Try Gentle Ben vodka or gin in your next cocktail. Look for Gentle Ben vodka or gin at Total Wine, Specs, and many other local retailers in the area. Learn more at gentleben.com.
Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Corona invites you to Find the Fine Live. Corona asks that you tip off your game day responsibly. That's the Fine Live. It's game on line in with Corona beer. Find your beach. 121-96. Rockets holding that 25-point lead with 7:14 still to go. Just 13 shy of their season best, 134 points. There was a scoring change early in the fourth quarter, so that last assist for Kevin Porter Jr. kept his tally at 12, one shy of tying his career best. KPJ remains out there as Boban Marjanovic checks in for the first time tonight.
So the Rockets need 13 to tie 14 for their season high. Boban is going to get fat and happy off his per 36-minute average. All he does is score. Left side of the floor, Kevin Porter Jr. lobs it to Boban in the restricted area. What did I just say, Adam Wexler?
There's assist number 13, the easy bucket for Boban.
He's Mr. Automatic from 5 feet. Graham straight away to Zhang. Back to Graham. Pump fakes. Doesn't take the three. Looks to his left, then launches a three off the front rim. Rebound tap by Eason. Eason out in front. Josh Christopher down the lane gets hacked by Devontae Graham. We're going to visit with Usman Garuba on the postgame show tonight because somebody must recognize his plus 50% three-point percentage.
Now, that's someone throughout this season has been doing. Now you'll be able to do it on the broadcast and in person. But his minutes have been very good. He got the very rare reach across the body of a guard steal for a center. Did that earlier to Vassell and led to a Rockets fast break. Very, very good hands as a face-up defender and able to move his feet. Oftentimes he's able to defend a smaller player.
Josh Christopher makes the first free throw. Ty Washington, who've been battling a little bit of migraines the last couple of nights, is going to be on the floor for the first time. Don Barlow returns for San Antonio.
Against San Antonio, maybe you don't look at everything too significantly, but essentially tonight, Coach Silas, with a fully healthy roster, played a rather tight 9-man rotation, and it was fantastic.
6:38 remaining in the contest. Zhang a straightaway three off the heel. Barlow the rebound, giving it back to Zhang. Down the lane, a Euro step. My goodness. Did you know Gorgon Zhang had that in him?
He did at one time and still does.
125-98 with 6:20 remaining. Marjanovic, does he have a Euro step in him? Here's Ty. Floater, 10-footer. We know he's got that. That's one of his patented moves. And Washington on the scorecard, 127-98. Devontae Graham's got it top of the key, down the lane, over the shoulder flip out to Zhang. 3-point line left. Lobs. Brandon couldn't get to it. It's a steal for JC. He's going to flush it down with the right hand. Another turnover turns into Rocket points on their paint basket. And the Rocket lead is now 31. 129-98. Here's a layup attempt right side. That is up and in for Malachi Branham. We're going to have 6 minutes of this. Running clock, Wex?
It's not high school.
Smith left corner. He wants a three. It is up, and it is good. In fact, it's nothing but nylon for Jabari Smith. He has 9. 132-100 Houston. Right side Branham. To his left for Graham. In the paint. Barlow, layup attempt. He's got it with a foul on Josh Christopher. Second foul of the quarter against the Rockets. I thought let's make a difference here. Houston, 64%. And frankly, when you have so many points in the paint, they have 70 again tonight, Wex. That's easy to have such a high percentage.
Yeah, back-to-back games with 70+, back-to-back games where they could set a new season high in shooting percentage. They were at 56.3 last night, which was the best so far this season.
Barlow missed the free throw. Boban with a rebound. Rockets have it. JC. Actually, it's Ty out to Eason for a three. Missed it. Rebound picked up this time by Blake Wesley. Wesley again, the 25th selection in this last year's draft. Zhang out left side, Barlow. He's got the basketball. Behind him to Zhang. Back down low. Barlow off the window. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound and put it back in. Don Barlow with back-to-back baskets. 132-104. Christopher, three-point line right. Straight away to Eason. Eason, 360 move to the window of the left hand. There's a block foul will be called against the San Antonio Spurs, and it's going to be on Julian Champagny. Julian Champagnie spells his name Champagnie. I was going to go Champagne, but then I realized I needed to do a little bit of research and I got it right. So
It's so obviously Champagne. It's literally, it looks so close to being champagne.
It does. I bet they call him, what do you think a nickname like that would be? Monet?
It certainly could be.
Cristal, 133-104. Free throw is missed by Eason. And the rebound picked up by Zhang. 4:15 remaining. Zhang straight away going to launch a three. It's a high arcing shot off the back iron. And the rebound picked up by Jabari Smith. Right side to Josh Christopher. Straight away to Smith. Hands it to Boban. Back to Jabari left corner. Back to Boban to the top of the key. Shot clock at 10. Ty wants a three-pointer, and it's going to come off the heel. And the rebound picked up by Champagnie. Champagnie will go right forecourt with the basketball. Hand it off to Blake Wesley. Left-hand dribble drive against Boban. Underneath the basket he goes. On the trail, this is a shot for Don Barlow. Misses it 10 off the heel. Rebound to Tara Eason. Right side down the lane with the head of steam is Josh Christopher. Baseline left for Ty in the three ball. That is up and in. Ty with his first triple tonight. And he's got 5 at 136-104. 29 assists on 50 baskets tonight for your Rockets. Blake Wesley at the dotted circle. 10-footer. Back iron no. Boban the rebound. Left side of the floor, Josh Christopher. Straight away, three-pointer. This is Jabari off the heel. Rebound picked up by Malachi Branham. Branham right side of the floor with the basketball. Branham left-hand dribble drive to the paint with the right hand. Turns that right hand off the window and puts it in for 2. 136-106 with 2:55 remaining. Ty Washington across the timeline. Bounce pass right side to Jay Sean Tate. Gets a screen from our Boban. Gets a second one at the free throw line with a left-hand layup, and that ball is blocked by Gorgie Jang. Blake Wesley comes up with a bounce pass in front. This will be a Champagne or Champagnie, depending on how you want to call it. Layup and in for 2. So, Julian Champagnie tonight off the bench has 7. 136-108, 2:25 remaining. Smith faced a double team. Inside the Boban, lost the basketball. That's a Champagnie steal. Actually, we'll give it to Barlow. In front, there's a missed dunk that time by Blake Wesley. Rebound picked up by Ty. Left side over to Josh Christopher on the trail. Ty left corner for a second three. No. Rebound picked up by Champagnie. 2:04 remaining. Jang underneath, looking down low for Barlow, and it goes out of bounds to the baseline. Over that, we get ourselves a timeout. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in this contest. Rockets are going to pick up their second consecutive win over our friends in the Alamo City. We're waiting for a final. It's 136-108 Houston. Timeout brought to you by Corona Extra. Invite you to find your beach. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
You are at the center of our care at Memorial Hermann. We offer more locations and more options that put you closer to advanced medicine. With over 25 imaging centers throughout Greater Houston, virtual office visits with your own doctor, and access to in-person and virtual urgent care, you get the care you need when, where, and how you need it. This is convenient care designed around you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Rockets fans, customize your Houston Rockets experience this season with the all-new Rockets Flex Plan. Packages start at 5 games for just $55. You pick the seats, you pick your
reliable and secure network. 2 minutes to go in this ball game tonight. Sunday night at Toyota Center. Rockets 136, a new season high for points. They lead 136 to 108, 13 to 24 from deep. Have not shot over 50% in any game this season from three-point distance. They are so far tonight, and certainly on their way to potentially having their best shooting night of the season. The other thing, Matt, they haven't won any game this year by more than 15 points. They currently hold a 28-point lead.
Did you mention 4 straight 30-point quarters here?
They have done that as well. If they get
one more. Ty lobs to his right for Smith. Into Boban, lost it off his feet. Stolen by Mamu Kelishvili. Mamu Kelishvili out left side to Champagne, who hands it off to Zhang, who dunks it down with the right hand. I think I would legally change my name to Champagne. I think it just sounds cooler.
It's pretty sweet.
And crisp. Here's Boban against the double team, and then taking it away in the back by Blake Wesley, who throws it back into play. And Ty throws a terrible pass out to Josh Christopher, who hits somebody on the far end of the San Antonio bench. 1:23 remaining.
Odds are the Rockets will probably take the air out of it on a few possessions here. They got 12 turnovers in the game. It'll be their 6th consecutive game with 14 or fewer turnovers.
Inside layup attempt is blocked. Is that Josh Christopher in the block?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Blocked that layup attempt by Barlow. And then we got another shot coming back down low, and it's a basket. In for Tari Eason. He's got 15. He's at 20 points and then 15 in the last couple of games here. 138 to 110 with 60 seconds left to go. Wesley underneath. Barlow to the baseline. Mamu Kelishvili, cross-court pass. Blake Wesley going up and under, hands it off. Down low, losing the basketball is Barlow. Scrum with Boban. Please give me a jump ball on this. And we're going to get it.
Normally you would say, get down on the floor and get after that basketball. Not when it's Boban. He stayed on his feet, leaned over, got a jump ball out of it.
He needs a haircut.
It's his look. It's part of his, allure.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
I know he'll be sitting here up next to you in no time.
Yeah, you're done.
Feel free to jump in anytime.
All right, we're not letting you go. We'll let Clan go.
Oh, I like it. I'll tell him tomorrow.
All right, no, you don't. Don Barlow. I'll deny you ever said that. Barlow against Boban.
We haven't seen Boban in a jump ball situation this year.
What do you think his, what do you call it, vertical would be?
It's probably pretty slight, but considering even over the course of his career, unless he started the game, there probably haven't been that many jump ball situations for him, period. Because there aren't that many in a game.
See, here's the worst part. These NBA officials have to be critiqued on every single thing they do. This thing has been over for about an hour, and they're checking on time, shot clock, if it's really these two guys that should be involved in the jump.
Would you imagine they're seeing if they believe possession actually changed hands? Because the shot clock shows 23, indicating the official scorers thought that it did.
Yeah. So if San Antonio, they decided they did not change possession. So it's 2.3 if San Antonio wins this tip. Come on, Boban, win this thing. It is up. It is tapped a couple of times. And one by the Rockets. Ty lobs to Eason into the lane and in for a dunk. And the Rockets have scored at least 30 in all 4 quarters tonight and lead 140 to 110. 38 seconds left to go. Zhang for 3 off the heel. Rebound. Jabari, and he got hit across the eye. And that's going to be free throws here with 30.9 seconds left.
Yeah, if there's no contact with Smith, he grabs the board, the Rockets dribble it down, and they would have taken a turnover on that possession most likely. Instead, a chance for a couple more points. And Jabari Smith, like last night, could put all 5 starters in double figures. He obviously has played a very unimpactful role in this game, a slow first half, and then he only played 21 seconds in the third quarter when he drew 4th and 5th fouls and had to sit.
Again, credit, he's played this entire fourth quarter with those 5 whistles. Here's the free throw, and it's on the way and good. So this is made. He'll be the 7th different Rocket tonight in double figures. As Wex just said, all 5 starters, and then you've got 17 for Eason and Tate for 16 off the bench. Green leads away with the Rockets with 31 on 11 and 19 shooting.
No minutes for Green in the fourth quarter.
Free throw number 2 is good. There it is. 7 Rockets with at least 10. 142 to 110, 28 seconds remaining in the contest. Blake Wesley throws it out right-hand side to Mamukelashvili. In the paint he goes, out left side. Champagny for a 3, misses it. Zhang the rebound, the back left corner. 13 seconds left to go in the game. Flip out right side. This is Mamukelashvili for another 3-side rim miss. Another rebound to Marjanovic. In front, Josh Christopher says, I'm not going to dunk it. And the ball game is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockets have played the Spurs in back-to-back nights. And it's a back-to-back. Rockets win. 142-110 the final score. As the Rockets set a season high in points scored in a game. And take care of San Antonio in their final 2 meetings of the season. Hugs abound in a game that featured absolutely zero drama. We're going to get to Usman Garuba on our post-game show here. Big fella had some 3-point shot. We're going to just brag on his 3-point shots. Hey, can you hear me, Usman?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, it's Matt and Adam upstairs. Big fella, 50. Get Tony to wave at me up there, right? Yeah. Look at me up here.
Where you are?
You are the greatest 3-point shooter in Rockets history. How about that? You like that?
Oh, man, it's great, man. I'm shooting wide open, so yeah, it's great. It's great. You know, I work a lot for that, and, you know, I'm happy for the team and for the win. And that's it. Let's keep it on.
Is that just getting in the gym and just shooting thousands of shots every night from those corners?
I mean, it's not only about shooting, you know, it's knowing the shot you got to take, you know, taking good shots every time. And, you know, you got to be smart, have a good shot selection, especially with these guys, you know, this team, you know, you got to have a good shot selection, you know. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job with that. And a lot of teams are letting me shoot, and they disrespect me with that, so I'm shooting, you know. I will keep shooting. That's it.
Usman, what do you think the team has done really
I think you almost had 2 there, but you got the 1 clean one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what?
You'll do some more of that, is what you're trying to tell me, right?
Yeah. We do more, you know. Just keep working, and that's it. That's the key of everything. Work, listen to the critics, listen to everybody, listen to your guys, to the coaching staff, helping the team to win, and that's the most important thing.
Enjoy the day off tomorrow, friend. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you. See you.
Usman Garuba joining us here as our Landry's player of the game. Let's get to our KBR Hustle Board player, brought to you by KBR, Proud History, Bright Future. And for the second consecutive night, you got a lot of different guys not only scoring, but literally hustling their way towards a Rocket victory.
It's almost impossible to look past Tari Eason in games like this because the energy he and the bench brought last night, duplicated again tonight, ended up with another 13 points, another 8 rebounds, had another steal, and he also was a plus 20 in just those handful of 27 minutes. He's played more minutes the last handful of games, twice over 30 minutes, and it's because when he's out there, this team has just flat out been better.
And he's the classic example of rookies getting better and not hitting that wall. I don't think there's been a Tari Eason wall so far this season.
I don't think there's any question about it because he predicates his game on being the most energetic player on the floor. I don't want to pin that as the reason because it's so much more than that. A fantastic defender. He's got great hands on the deflection. He had 3 or 4 deflections that ended up as teammate steals. He gets out on the floor and runs it. And last night, I think he was mentioning that his teammates had kind of been getting on him for his low number of dunks. He got a big one last night. He got 2 more of them tonight, and hopefully more to come.
All right, Wex, Rockets going to try for a 3-game winning streak. I believe that has not occurred this year, so that could happen on Tuesday with the Brooklyn Nets. We'll be on the air at 6:30 in the network, 7 o'clock tip time from the Toyota Center. Thanks to Stinky Pete Unger on stats. David Obert, the Dean of Engineers in Houston, Texas. We appreciate his efforts working with us here tonight. And, of course, our on-site, our network producer back at our flagship Sports Talk 790. It is the one and the only Josh C. I'll join you tomorrow at 12 noon on the flagship station, Sports Talk 790, for the appropriately named Matt Thomas Show.
favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
The Houston Rockets are looking to bring a championship back to Texas. AT&T Sportsnet has all the exclusive coverage you need. From pregame to postgame, watch every game, every shot, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch Rockets basketball all season long. AT&T Sportsnet, the TV home of the Houston Rockets. Available on DirecTV, Uverse, and Xfinity.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
Are you tired of running to the gas station to get your lottery tickets? Stop wasting your time and start buying your tickets with Jackpot, the mobile app that puts the lottery in the palm of your hand. Jackpot is a proud partner of the Houston Rockets. Jalen Green going upstairs. Download the Jackpot app to your mobile device and take advantage of the most convenient way to buy lottery tickets so you never miss another play. Here's Jabari Smith knocks down another one. Jackpot is available to eligible lottery participants ages 18 and up. Please play responsibly.
Rockets fans, catch all of the scores, highlights, and post-game analysis next on the Memorial Hermann post-game show. Brought to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Memorial Hermann postgame show continues inside Toyota Center, where the Rockets claimed victory against the San Antonio Spurs, a 142-110 final. The Rockets scored 34 points or more in all 4 quarters tonight. Season high in points, season high in field goal percentage at 61.2, season high in 3-point percentage. First time all season they've been over 50% on 3. They made 13 of 24, and the Rockets win this one going away. Also a season high in margin of victory. Had not won a game by more than 15 points all season. They win tonight by 32. Time for the second half highlights, which are presented by Jackpot. Play lottery from your phone. A fantastic game for Jalen Green and a fantastic third quarter to get him to 31 points at the first half. He had 18, 13 more coming in that third quarter. He also was finding teammates.
Şengün straight away. Behind him to Green. Again, the Rockets have made 6 of 9 from 3. Here's a layup attempt. That's Alperen Şengün. Gets a nice pass and drops it in for 2 more. That's his second straight basket. Got 11 points, and Jalen Green has an assist.
It was a nice over-the-head assist. Jalen Green had his back to the basket, but had seen Şengün cutting behind him right before he turned and was able to drop it off to him, and Şengün was able to put it in. Rockets went up 12. They went up 14 on the very next possession because Alpi was overplaying the inbounds pass.
B8f up on the inbounds. Stolen, looking for Bassey. That's a Şengün steal and a right-hand throwdown. Good defense that time by Alpi to anticipate that pass, and it results in a Houston basket.
One of Şengün's 3 steals in the game. Rockets went up 14. Were up 10 at 79-69 when they got out, and on the fast break yet again for Jalen Green.
4-on-3 break down the lane. Layup attempt is short by Malachi Branham, and it's picked up, and here comes on the leak Green for a 2-hand flush. Timeout, Greg Popovich, and he is wearing out the officiating crew, and he is very close to getting teed up.
Would wear out his team after they got back to the bench. A night that belonged to the Rockets. Fast break slam to put them up 81-69, and then a fast break slam to put them up 83-69.
Ball is midsection nearly taken away. There's a steal. Kenyon Martin at midcourt. Going to throw it down with the left hand. Turnovers aplenty for San Antonio. That is their 7th. Rockets have scored 10 points off those mistakes.
They'd finish with 15 turnovers. The Rockets would get 19 points off of those miscues. Up 14 there up 15 moments later, and they continue to pull away, running the fast break.
Rebound fought for Eason and Johnson, and finally Tari comes up with it. In front to Scoot, giving it back to Tari. Underhand layup, off the window and in for two. Good hustle on the rebound, and the nice dish and the layup for Tari. He's got 9.
Eason on both ends of that fast break, and on the other side of the assist to put the Rockets up by 17. Mentioned it was a great third quarter for Jalen Green with 13 points. Here's 3 plus 3.
Here's a catch and shoot 3 left side on the way and good for Jalen Green as the Rockets lead grows to 20. Here comes Şengün, the rebound. Bounce pass to Kenyon Martin Jr. Down the lane of Euro step on the trail. Green for 3 on the way and in. 30 for Jalen Green and looks fluid from distance. 99-76 with 4 minutes remaining in the third.
4 of 8 from deep in the game, 11 of 24 from deep in the 4 games since his return from the groin injury, and the Rockets were up 23 points. He'd had one more free throw in the quarter, and those would be the only minutes he would play the rest of the game. Finished with a game best 31. Tariq Eason again for 3.
Kick out right side. Alpi gives it up to KJ. Cross court left to Jay Sean Tate. Right hand dribble drive. Euro step move. Throws it out to Eason. Sets, fires, and rattles home a 3. Tari Eason really picking up the scoring punch. He's got 12 tonight after having 20 last night in the Alamo City.
He finished with 17 points, another 8 rebounds, and the Rockets would take a 21-point lead into the fourth quarter. That meant highlights for the Rockets in a rare non-competitive finish, and here they are.
Left side of the floor, Kevin Porter Jr. lobs it at Boban. In the restricted area, what did I just say, Adam Wexler?
There's assist number 13, the easy bucket for Boban.
He's Mr. Automatic from 5 feet. Lobs. Branham couldn't get to it. It's a steal for JC. He's going to flush it down with the right hand. Another turnover turns into Rocket points, another paint basket. And the Rocket lead is now 31. Smith left corner. He wants a 3. It is up, and it is good. In fact, it's nothing but nylon for Jabari Smith. He has 9. 132-100 Houston. It is up. It is tapped a couple of times. And one by the Rockets. Ty lobs to Eason. Into the lane. And in for a dunk. And the Rockets have scored at least 30 in all 4 quarters tonight. And lead 140-110. And the rebound of Marjanovic. In front. Josh Christopher says, I'm not going to dunk it. And the ball game is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockets have played the Spurs in back-to-back nights. And it's a back-to-back. Rockets win. 142-110 the final score.
Rockets get the victory. They're 15th of the season. They're 15-49. The Spurs are 16-49 as these two wrap up their season series. Spurs win the first 2. Rockets get the next 2. We'll check in on tonight's money matchups as we continue. Also dip in on the NBA scoreboard as we continue with the Memorial Hermann postgame show. Rockets win 142-110. Now this word from your local stations.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Fun and adventure at 3 great parks all year long. Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier offer thrill rides, games, food, and fun for everyone. Whether you're experiencing the thrills on our roller coasters, taking a journey through exhibits, dining at waterfront restaurants, or soaking up the sun at weekend festivals, there's something for everyone. So come have fun at the Downtown Aquarium, Kima Boardwalk, and Galveston Island Pleasure Pier. Adventure destinations the whole family will love. Buy weekend adventure passes and tickets online now.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that tree house you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota. Let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
When I'm looking to get in on some action, DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the Houston Rockets, is always giving me a shot to win big with their daily fantasy contest. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code ROCKETS. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Only at DraftKings with code ROCKETS. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Back with more of the Memorial Hermann post-game show. Let's quickly check in on tonight's money matchups. Those are brought to you by Credit Karma, proud partner of the Houston Rockets and the ultimate matchup for your money goals. KJ Martin was the man we were looking at as we headed into tonight's game. Another strong effort from him, 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting, made his only 3-point attempt, did not have a turnover and had 1 steal tonight for the Rockets. The other side, with them flip-flopping their starting lineup, 3 new guys in. One of the holdovers was Keita Bates-Diop. A good game from him last night, especially defensively. He added more offense tonight. He was actually the Spurs' leading scorer. 17 points on 6 of 10 shooting and just 23 minutes of work for Keita Bates-Diop. Now a look at the NBA scoreboard this afternoon and evening. Suns beat the Mavericks earlier today, 130-126 in Dallas. 34 points from Luka Doncic. Half of those came at the free throw line. His teammate Kyrie Irving had 30, but he missed layup with the Mavs down 3 with less than 10 seconds to go from Luka. And then free throws for the Suns did in Dallas. Suns got 37 from KD, 36 from Devin Booker in the 130-126 victory. The Suns are 36 and 29. The Bulls and Pacers go into a great one late, tied at 122 before Tyrese Halliburton hit a 3 with less than 3 on the clock, and it gave the Pacers the 3-point win. He scored 29, Pacers 125. Bulls 122. The Lakers win at home against the Warriors. Warriors get Steph Curry back. He scores 27 points, but as has been the case most of the season, they don't win very often on the road. Still just 7 road wins all season. They lose by 8, 113-105. Anthony Davis had 39 points. Nets get a 16-point victory over Charlotte. The Nets will be here on Tuesday. 102-86 the final. Mikal Bridges with 33 points. The Blazers and Magic in a very close game in Orlando. A 3-pointer from Nasir Little with 35 seconds left gave the Blazers a 3-point lead. Jeremy Grant and Damian Lillard hit all 6 of the free throws remaining in the game after fouls for the Blazers, and that allowed them to hold off the Magic 122-119 at the final in that game. Damian Lillard, 41 points. He hit 17 of 20 free throws. Oklahoma City beats the Jazz 129-119. Jalen Williams with 32 points. Jalen Williams also with 2 points. Jalen Williams, who wears number 8 and was a first-round pick, had the big 32-point night. 38 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like Luka and Damian Lillard before, he made 17 free throws tonight, 17 of 19 in the game. They win by 10 over the Jazz. Knicks and Celtics still going from Boston. The Knicks on a big run right now and have established a 9-point lead in the fourth quarter with 9 minutes remaining. They lead 98-89. Julius Randle with 24 points in this game. Jalen Brunson out tonight for the Knicks, but they have a 9-point lead. A 1-point lead for Milwaukee with 3:19 to go in Washington, 103-102. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double. He's got 31 points and 12 assists. And the only other game tonight will tip off in about 25 minutes when the Memphis Grizzlies, without John Morant, play at the Los Angeles Clippers. We'll wrap things up on the Memorial Hermann postgame show when we come back. This is Houston Rockets basketball.
Here at T-Shirts Plus, we are known for our commitment to providing the highest quality embroidered screen printed apparel and promotional products at the most competitive prices. Our custom designed products are perfect for any business, club, promotion, or team. Our T-Shirts Plus team will make you and your logo stand out. Let our business help promote yours at T-Shirts Plus. Give us a call at 936-756-7587. Visit us online or stop by our Conroe location. T-Shirts Plus is a proud sponsor of the Houston Rockets.
Saltgrass Steakhouse is the place for a great steak. Why? Because they only serve the best certified Angus beef. A Saltgrass steak is unmatched, unrivaled, and unbeatable when it comes to flavor. Each tender steak is seasoned with a perfect blend of 7 spices, grilled over an open flame, and topped with seasoned steak butter. Taste the certified Angus beef difference today at Saltgrass Steakhouse.
You are at the heart of everything we do at Memorial Hermann. Customizing heart treatments like repairing aortic aneurysms without open heart surgery and using new treatments to reduce the risk of stroke from heart arrhythmia without relying on blood thinners. Our teams work together and share expertise, all to give you the best possible outcome. This is innovative heart care, and it's designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Hi, Jan from Toyota speaking.
Jan, I heard it's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Sure is. From now until April 4th, you can shop all your favorites like Corolla, RAV4, Sequoia, and more. Imagine yourself in a new Tundra where
You stopped by the home improvement store and finally built that treehouse you promised your daughter.
Sarah? When did you hop on the call?
Hi, Dad. Mom said you were taking too long on the phone.
Toyota, let's go places. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Dealer inventory may vary.
Memorial Hermann post-game show from here at Toyota Center, where the Rockets beat the Spurs for the second night in a row. Last night they won in San Antonio, 122-110. Spurs scored 110 again tonight. The Rockets scored 142 tonight, with season highs all over the place for the Rockets offensively. They had 34 fast break points, and for the second night in a row, they set a season high in that regard. Last night it was 30. Tonight it's 34. They set a season high in shooting last night and bettered it tonight. 56.3% last night, 61.2% tonight, and they win this one by 32 points. They also had their 6th consecutive game with 14 turnovers or fewer. Very notable for a team that's been broadcast partner, the voice of the Houston Rockets. Matt Thomas, I'm Adam Wexler. Final score tonight was Rockets 142 and the Spurs 110. Rockets will tip on Tuesday night against the visiting Brooklyn Nets at 7 o'clock. So that means we will join you along the network at 6:30. Good night, everybody.
Houston Rockets basketball.
Rockets Radio.
Houston Rockets basketball has been presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And by AT&T 5G, the fast, reliable, and secure 5G network.
Rockets Radio.
Be here all season long as your Rockets take on the best in the NBA on the Houston Rockets Radio Network.
Houston, the Eagle has landed.
2023 National Basketball Association, all rights reserved. Houston, this is Network Control. Signing off. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming.
In 60 seconds, your first chance to talk about your Rockets game on 790 Rockets Wrap. Call 713-212-5790. Talk Houston Rockets basketball on the home of your Rockets. Sports Talk 790.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about a Govix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with a Govix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Throw your H's up if you down, win or lose. Take it off like a rocket.
Houston Rockets.
Rockets basketball. This is the Sports Talk 790 Rockets Wrap. And the finish was spectacular. Presented by Kelsey Siebold, changing the way health cares. Also by Fred Haas Toyota World. Red Nation, talk about the game now. Rockets basketball on your exclusive home for Houston Rockets basketball. Sports Talk 790.
Here's a catch and shoot three, left side on the way and good for Jalen Green. As the Rockets lead grows to 20. Here comes Şengün, the rebound. Bounce pass to Kenyon Martin Jr. Down the lane, a Euro step on the trail. Green for three, on the way and in. 30 for Jalen Green. And looks fluid from distance. 99-76 with 4 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, this one felt pretty good. Jalen Green played well. The whole team played well. 142 points, more than they had scored all season. 2 straight victories. Feeling good here on a Rockets Wrap. Hello and welcome in. Ross Villarreal with you here on Sports Talk 790 as we discuss the second straight win for the Rockets, who improve to 15-49 on the season, and where phone lines are open for you at 713-212-5790, 713-212-5790. And so this one was fun to watch. This was where now Boban, of course, has been getting sprinkled into the Rockets rotation in some first halves, although it wasn't in their first half. He's been getting more in the mix, but still, for the most part, we had only been seeing him when the Rockets were getting completely crushed. So now it was nice to see him out there in that fourth quarter when the Rockets were crushing somebody. So where do we go from this one? Let's see. 8 Rockets in double figures in the game last night. 7 Rockets in double figures tonight. Didn't even play a second in the fourth quarter. He was 11-19 from the field, a 4 of 8 from three-point land, 31 points for him. Kevin Porter Jr. had his best game back since coming from injury. I think first couple of nights he was like 3 of 10 or 11 from the field and 4 of 10 or 11 from the field. Tonight he was really good as he was 7-11, made 3 of his 5 3-point attempts. He also had 13 assists to go against 4 turnovers. And really it just felt like the whole team was playing a lot more for each other, at least in the last couple of games. Now, of course, it doesn't hurt that you're going up against a San Antonio Spurs team that is also one of the worst in the NBA. But, I mean, just going off of tonight, especially the way that things were going with the Spurs getting Keldon Johnson back, and he missed, of course, the first half of the back. Thought it might have been a little more of a tougher task for the Rockets tonight. But complete blowout city. As the folks and the fellows were mentioning there in the, that would be Adam Wexler and Matt Thomas at the end of the game, 4 quarters straight of 30-plus point production. This was just awesome. And this was, I don't want to say like a blueprint of anything that you want to see in the future because, like I said, it is the Spurs, but it just felt like the ball was moving a lot better. Alperen Şengün was getting his looks. Kevin Porter Jr. was getting his looks. Same thing for Jalen Green. Tari Eason played well again, and it just felt good. It just feels good to watch the Rockets get out there and play and not make as many boneheaded turnovers and bad rotations and just play bad defense and like this all season long, where you can just fold up shop. And maybe that's not good for an entertainment value, but it feels good to see your team just completely destroy somebody. You're like, all right, we got a little something here. This was nice to see because there's far too many nights this season where they've been on the other end of it. And it's been frustrating. And you could say sometimes at the end of like that Oklahoma City Thunder game, going to the All-Star break, first quarter, they're down 20. You're like, all right, this thing's over. And it was. So to have it go the other way, it just feels good. Even against the San Antonio Spurs team that's not very good, but Keldon Johnson was back. They have some other good players, and Rockets got a victory, second in a row, and it was no fluke what happened there out on the floor tonight to get that victory. Okay, we are going to take a top of the hour break here on the Rockets Launch Pad. If you want to get in, phone lines are wide open and available for you at 713-212-5790. 713-212-5790. We'll continue talking about this one. We'll hear from Coach Silas and more as we go along. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Rockets win 142-110. They have won 2 in a row. It's a win streak, baby. We'll continue talking about it here on the Rockets Wrap on Sports Talk 790 after this top of the hour break.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Everybody needs an edge. The other guy is working on his edge right now, whether you have one or not. Testosterone levels are at an all-time low historically, and individual T levels in men decline 1% every year with age. There's a new champion of natural testosterone boosters, and it's called CHOQ. CHOQ. 100% natural herbal extracts with game-changing effects on your energy, mood, and focus. CHOQ Daily's main ingredient has been clinically studied to boost testosterone 20% in 90 days. Supercharge your masculinity with higher T and a massive boost of energy by taking CHOQ's Male Vitality Stack every day. Take the 90-day CHOQ Challenge and reap the benefits of the reigning champion of natural men's health with CHOQ's Male Vitality Stack. For a very limited time only, CHOQ, CHOQ, is giving our listeners a 30% discount with promo code USA. That's CHOQ.com, code USA, for 30% off while supplies last.
It's been a long time coming, but the new XFL has finally arrived, and it is here to stay. We're pushing the action, the boundaries, and the limits of what's possible. We're making dreams come true on and off the field. We're making it about her and him and them and you. Every player, every fan, every city. It's a chance for everyone to be a part of something bigger, something that just might be more than football. The wait is over. Your Houston Roughnecks take on in-state rival San Antonio Brahmas, Sunday, March 5th at 7 p.m. at the TDECU Stadium. Tickets on sale now. Visit xfl.com/tickets. So don't miss one play, one down, 1 minute of the action. This is the kind of football like you've never experienced before. Pushing the action, the boundaries, and the limits of what's possible. This is the new XFL, and it has finally arrived. Get your tickets today and experience it for yourself at xfl.com/tickets. That's xfl.com/tickets. See you at the TDECU Stadium Saturday, March 5th at 7 p.m. The XFL is finally here. Don't miss it.
Hear that? That's the sound of water coming from leaking pipes. Hi, this is Pete from Repipe Specialists. Let's end those leaks and the damages they can cause to your walls, ceilings, and floors by replacing those old, corroded, or brittle pipes with high-quality new ones. With over 30 years of experience and work that's guaranteed for life, Repipe Specialists will expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. Call us by this Saturday to save 20%. So long, water-dripping drum solos. If you have leaks or even low water pressure, call Repipe Specialists now at 832-345-3884 to schedule a free home estimate and to save 20% on your entire job, plus zero down, zero interest financing for the first 18 months on approved credit, local and insured. Call 832-345-3884 or go to repipe.com. That's 832-345-3884. Repipe.com. Repipe Specialists, making your repipe job fast, seamless, and simple. That's our specialty.
KBNE Houston, an iHeart radio station. This is Sports Talk 790, your home for Houston Rockets basketball.
Left side of the floor, Kevin Porter Jr. lobs it at Boban in the restricted area. What did I just say, Adam Wexler?
There's assist number 13, the easy bucket for Boban.
He's Mr. Automatic from 5 feet. Let Boban cook.
And the Rockets need to build their offense around Boban down low and Usman Garuba at the top of the key. Oh, this feels good. I don't care about the tanking. Victor Wembanyama, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. even if you finish with the last record in the NBA, you only guarantee yourself a 27% chance at number 1 or number 2. I need wins, baby. I want winners. And tonight, the Houston Rockets are winners. Hello and welcome back to the Rockets Wrap program here on Sports Talk 790. Ross Villarreal with you, where the phone lines are open at 713-212-5790, 713-212-5790, and we are celebrating a 142-110 win by your Rockets over the hated rivals San Antonio Spurs. In years past, they were fighting for divisional supremacy. Well, this year, they're fighting for having the worst records in the NBA, which, by the way, now Rockets are tied with the Detroit Pistons for the worst record in the NBA. San Antonio Spurs have 16. Hornets continue to pull away. They have 20 wins on the season, but just feels good. They all played pretty well. They played for each other. 7 different guys in double figures. Boban minutes at the end. Usman Garuba knocking down 3-point shots. As I think coming into tonight, he was like 54% from 3. Of course, on a very, very small sample size, but still absolutely fun to watch for the Rockets. And Jalen Green, for him to get 31 points in 27 minutes and not play the fourth quarter at all, and still, I don't know if it's just my eyes or maybe they're tricking me or something. Still, since coming back from that groin injury, it doesn't seem like he's 100% his explosive self. There was a time where he was going to the basket, and you never see Jalen Green not throw down a dunk. It like he blew out a tire or something, and the ball hit the rim. I think he was fouled on the play as well. But still, just like little things here and there, feels like his explosiveness might not 100% be there. And obviously, that's a huge part of his game. But I could be wrong on that because, well, he looked pretty darn good tonight, scoring 31 points and making 4 of his 8 3-point attempts. And while I was just poking around on the internet during the break, there was an interesting tweet from Ali Khan Bijani, who is at Rockets_insider on Twitter, saying that it's his 11th 30-point game of the season. That's pretty good for the most part. And he's made 4 3-pointers or more 18 times this season. No other second-year player has made more than 12. Now, second-year players is a very small pool, but still, Jalen Green, if he could get those 3-point numbers up, which coming into tonight, they were at 43.8%, I believe, in the 3 games since he's been back, and then he made half of them today. So that number should go up. It'd be nice. 3-point shooting numbers went up at the end of the season last year after hearing a story about the 3-point shot getting augmented or changed or slightly improved by John Lucas on the player development coach on the Rocket staff. And now, hopefully, it's happening again. Hopefully, he can stick and he continue to be a really good 3-point shooter, because if he adds that to his game, and he's so explosive to the basket, and even if there was a couple of times the Spurs were shading him to his left, didn't matter. He can just go to his left and switch to his right because he is just so fast. So if he can do that, add in a little bit of the pull-up mid-range game, which he's sometimes hit or miss on, and then knock down threes, you're talking about a complete offensive weapon, because he is really good at getting to the basket and finishing tough over defenders. Let's go ahead and hear from Rockets head coach Stephen Silas. He spoke to the media after this one. Has to feel good. Biggest win of the season by far. 32 points over the San Antonio Spurs. The Houston Rockets get the dub. Stephen Silas speaking to the media after the win.
They look good. They look good in the switching when we have guys, like-sized guys, and we try to switch a bunch. It's really on the 5-man for the most part. I mean,